Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of JXD.
Boop, 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 boop.
As you can see, we're on a break.
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't want to leave you without some cool pod to step to, all that stuff, right? Um, this week and next week, we have some brand new, well, not brand new, but some remix stuff for you all. Maybe
Yeah.
some that you may not have heard, some you may have missed.
Yes.
Uh,
Happens.
yeah, it's coming from everywhere. It's coming from behind the paywalls, coming from
Oh,
old
you
episodes,
never know.
coming from locked up stuff, maybe even something from Two Guys and a Girl. You never know.
It might be from
But
beneath your bed, like that one roommate that time.
exactly. But until next time, we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
And we're back. This week we're doing spooky Reddit stories. Woo, woo.
Boogie
Uh,
All right.
I'm gonna read a couple. I have not really read these. These were submitted, and so we're gonna have a time reacting to them all our own. So, okay.
Okay.
This comes from the subreddit No Sleep. So apparently in this subreddit, they talk about like true things that have happened to them
Okay.
and caused them no sleep.
What the fuck?
Let me see if it's a car chase. Yesterday we had a car chase.
LA loves a car chase,
Yeah.
honey.
Every day. Ever since OJ started them in 94. That's the birth of the car chase.
Oh, is that that was really the origins of the LA car chase?
They've had car
Okay.
chases before, no, but that's what made it like popular, right?
I'm like,
you know what I
why?
mean? Like how there was
Yeah.
always a shootings, but Columbine made it the thing. But anywho, because to get on TV, to become sort of like
Hood classic.
for the culture, whatever, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. People just do shit just to do it.
No, you're right.
Doing it for the
And y'all
vibe.
got a lot of highways too. All right.
But I went to a wedding. The groom wouldn't stop smiling. I went to my cousin Ava's wedding a few days ago. I'm still trying to process what happened. I'll try to get everything out as best as I can. Ava had been dating some guy named Ethan for the past year. Being in their 30s, they sort of fast-tracked the whole marriage thing. I never met the guy and I hadn't spoken to Ava in a few years, but what the hell? It was guaranteed to be a fun time. The groom walked down the aisle first, a tall, pale male in a dark suit. He stood at the front of the church and smiled. He smiled when Ava walked down the aisle. He smiled as they kissed after being pronounced husband and wife. He smiled as they walked out of the church. It didn't strike me as weird until we got to the reception. When they entered, he was still grinning, that wide grin, and his perfectly white straight teeth. But up close it looked, I don't know, wrong somehow. He wasn't really engaging with guests. He wasn't talking or laughing. He was just sort of scanning the place, staring, grinning wide without ever really reaching his eyes. I guess he's smiling for the camera, I told myself. Or maybe he's a little socially awkward. He figures nothing will go wrong if he just keeps smiling. It got really weird, however, when they served dinner. That face. I watched him sitting at the sweetheart table with Ava, shoveling chicken piccata into his mouth as he still grinned, barely opening his mouth wide enough to let the bite in before immediately closing it. He made loud chewing noises as he chewed while grinning. Have you ever seen someone chew their food while smiling? It looks completely unnatural. Yeah. It looks weird. Smiling with your mouth closed, sure. But showing all your teeth, grinning as you chew, it was so fucking weird.
That's serial killer behavior. Yeah, I'm like really. I need to paint a
You're
picture.
thinking
here.
about it, right? Yeah, that's weird. They eventually came to our table to say hi. I couldn't tear my eyes away from his face. He was still grinning. His wide blue eyes jittered from person to person at the table. His face looked like a mask. No warmth, no emotion. It was looking like a statue. I whispered this to my sister once they left. There's something seriously wrong with him. Why is he smiling like that? My sister thought I was being a catty old maid. Well, old mister. Shut up. He looks fine. No, he doesn't. He looks like he's madly in love, she snapped back. Stop being jealous. Jeez, Matt. That hurt, it honestly did. None of the other guests seemed to think anything was wrong. They thought it was all fine. Him grinning through the first dance, through the speeches, through the fucking champagne toast. He tilted the champagne flew into his grinning mouth without spilling a drop somehow. This is so weird.
Nah, this thing is a demon.
Yeah. Oh, what is wrong today?
Right? I was like, what's going on?
Coast to coast.
LA to Chicago.
Like, and the problem is I don't see them, so I can't
see where they're coming from, where they're going, what's happening.
Yeah. Yeah. Anywho, I excused myself to the bathroom, but that was my first mistake, not realizing he had disappeared from the dance floor. As I was washing my hands, a stall swung open behind me. In the mirror over my shoulder, I saw Ethan standing there. His skin looked milky white in the bright lights. His blue, bulgy frog eyes stared at me. And he was smiling.
No, I don't like that.
I don't mean that he saw me and then smiled. No. When he opened the stall door, he was already smiling.
No, I don't like that.
He walked over and began washing his hands at the sink right next to me, even though there were 3 other sinks. Our shoulders bumped. Great wedding, I mumbled, trying to be friendly. He turned to look down at me slowly. His blue eyes bored into mine. My heart began to pound. Music's great too, I said nervously, just to fill the silence. He just stared at me.
Oh, he didn't kill him.
That's when I
He was
realized.
able to write this story.
Yeah, that's when I realized. He hadn't said a single word the entire wedding. There were no vows. He just nodded when the officiant asked if he took Ava as his wife. He didn't thank the best man.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
He didn't thank the best man after the speech. I hadn't even seen him talking to Ava at the sweetheart table, just smiling and staring. I backed away. His eyes tracked me as I went. Just as I reached the bathroom door, he stretched up to his full height and stared down at me. He looked even taller than he had in the reception hall, somehow under the fluorescent lights. Then he stopped smiling. As his face relaxed, his cheeks sagged. His forehead drooped. The skin of his face began to shift and slide. I froze as his face began to pull and separate from his skull. He grinned, and everything stretched back into place. I finally leapt into action and darted out of the bathroom door. I went back to my sister and grabbed her arm. We have to get out of here, I breathed. Ethan, he's... Will you shut up already? She said, barely even looking at me. And then Ethan sauntered in, long legs carrying him smoothly across the dance floor. He slowed as he passed our table, on his way back to Ava. He reached out and squeezed my shoulder. It's been 3 days. The skin in my shoulder is pulsing with pain, like it's infected somehow. And I can't help but notice, every time I look in the mirror, my face looks a little saggier, a little looser, like it isn't attached quite the same way anymore. So I've started smiling more, just to hold everything in place.
He's a demon! Did they take that from Smile?
Probably. That sounds like Smile, don't it?
Right?
Yeah.
They took that from
It sounds like a movie. This gave very, like, you know, the problem with Reddit sometimes, it's like, maybe it's fake or not. This seems well written that it was like maybe this was lifted from somewhere.
Yeah. No, that was okay. That was good. That was good. That was good. I like a good story.
Hmm. This one comes from True Scary Stories. Uh, the shadow washed us sleep.
Mm.
I was at my best friend's house, and she always used to tell me about odd things that happened there, like hearing their mom calling for them when she wasn't home, seeing someone standing in the kitchen who vanished, hearing footsteps from the abandoned house above them, or seeing someone standing outside their window at night. The last time I slept over, we were talking about one of those things before drifting off to sleep. Her dog, Simba, was sleeping next to me, calm and quiet. A while later, I felt something brushing against me, like a light touch and a slow pull on the bedsheet. I woke up, a bit scared, and saw Simba standing on the edge of the bed, staring straight at the window. Then she started barking like crazy, something she never did. My friend woke up and told me not to be scared, just to sleep it off. The next day, she told me that there had been the shadow of a man standing outside her window watching us. She
Mm.
said she was the only one who could see him,
Mm.
and it wasn't the first time this had happened. Taking a long break from sleepovers. That's crazy. That's crazy, lady. Like, you see dead people.
What if it was her brother? That's why
That's
black
creepy.
parents always ask. They got brothers, which is problem.
That's super problematic.
It's probably
They got brothers. Do they have an uncle that lived there?
which valid but also problematic.
That's hella problematic. If you are a product of the '80s, you had to
You got asked
endure
if they
so
had brothers
much.
or uncles or a father in the house.
Mhm. Mm.
Woo. Okay. Shall we take a break and come back?
Yes. Let's take a break and come back. Hit
Okay.
it, Claude. We're doing spooky, scary stories. Say no to AI videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, just stop it.
The
Just
fact that
stop
they're
it.
making it
They're
harder and
also
harder to.
to differentiate, and they're just making it so easy to do. And then also, a lot of them are racist, and a lot
Mm-hmm.
of like I hate clapback videos. Like those are rooted in racism and minstrel
I told you
shows.
those
And
black
it's
girls
just
sitting
like,
there eating ribs and with the whole bone, putting it in their mouth while they
hmm.
meh, 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 meh. Like
And I
it's
bet you, and everybody who create them look like them people who did the young Republican text thread. Did you see
I've,
that?
no.
Yeah. White people
Wait, what is this?
are
Hold on, what should I be googling?
young Republican text thread. So Politico posted this expose of this text thread of the young Republicans of New York, and you could read some of the text messages that you may see.
Wait, do they have them? Are they all videos? Let me see. Oh, you want to talk about spooky stories?
Yeah, this is why Chris Rogers said we should watch the news for spooky season.
Okay.
It is a very long article. If you,
Uh huh.
but it's
Okay.
a free article. You all can go on the Politico.com and look, or you can go on YouTube and CNN covered it.
All
Uh,
right. So I'll start here.
okay. I do want to say the text messages are very, very,
Oh yeah. Trigger warning.
yeah, trigger warning. Even for me, because I laughed. I was like, "This is very inappropriate for me to laugh at," but I, even though it's about me, but I
Giunta was referring
get it.
to an upcoming vote on whether he should become chair of the Young Republican National Federation, the GOP's 15,000 member political organization for Republicans between 18 and 40 years old. I'm going to create some of the greatest psychological torture methods known to man. We only want true believers, he continued. That's a quote. Two of the members of the chat responded, everyone that votes no is going to the gas chamber, and everyone that endorsed but then votes for us is going to the gas chamber. When do we start bullying, dude? We have a solid 3 people who can probably have them want to jump. If they vote for us, why would they be Oh, okay, let's keep going.
Mm-hmm. There's some things you can't read out loud.
Can
Watermelon
we
people are
fix the
laughing.
showers? Gas chambers don't fit the Hitler aesthetic. I'm ready to watch people burn now. We gotta pretend we like them. Hey, come on in, take a nice shower and relax. Boom, they're dead. This is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, alright, hold on. Oh,
And
it would be a
they
motherfucker.
all.
I just looked at who wrote this.
I must say,
And
who
he looked
looks
like a
that,
motherfucker
yeah.
who would write some shit like this. He looks like a fucking loser.
Mm-hmm.
It's always a
Mm-hmm.
loser. It's always a big fucking suck your mother's titty ass loser. Look at this. Look at this pie face motherfucker here. These are a bunch
All
of
of them
little
are.
dicked incels.
Mm-hmm. Who think they're the superior race, and they all look like
I love
turds.
Hitler. Yo, y'all are insane. Look at this motherfucker here too. Look at all of them.
Yeah.
Nah, we don't. Okay, back to these stories.
Anyway, true Reddit, true scary stories. I want to switch it up a little bit.
Okay.
This is it's a spooky story, but it comes from Am I the Asshole?
Okay.
Which we're familiar with. Am I the asshole for being pissed at my friend for taking my dead baby's name? In 2024, my husband and I were expecting our first baby. I was 5 months pregnant when I had a placental abruption, and my baby passed away after an emergency C-section. I was devastated and depressed. I'm still grieving, and have a hard time being around babies or attending baby showers. 2 months postpartum. 2 months postpartum. My husband's 2 months postpartum. My husband's cousin's girlfriend. That's what took me so long.
Hold on. My husband's cousin. Oh, copy. Okay, got it.
Got it. You see where I struggle?
Yeah.
My husband's cousin's girlfriend asked if we could talk. She'd gone through a miscarriage at 5 or 6 weeks and wanted someone to talk to about her grief. I told her I wasn't in the right headspace for that, but she begged me, so I consoled her.
Girl.
At red flag number 1.
Right.
We need to talk about that. Emotional regulation and demanding emotional work from people. Anywho, in my head, though, I was angry. She was comparing her experiences to mine. She knew what we named our daughter. It was a combination of my husband's and my names. It was perfect. We made Day of the Dead altars of our babies last year and got closer. In January 2025, she told me she was pregnant again. I was still grieving but happy for her. She found out she was having a girl. In August 2025, she said she was having medical complications and would have to deliver early. Her sister-in-law and I planned a surprise brunch for her, cleaned her house, and set up a baby corner. A few days before she delivered, I visited her with flowers and fresh juice. 2 days later, she gave birth. I didn't go into her hospital room, but I wanted her to know I was there for her. A few weeks later, when my husband and I visited to see the baby, I asked, "Well, what did you name her?" She said, "Isabella Guadalupe Socorro," the great-grandmother's names. She and her boyfriend laughed about it. 3 weeks later, I was doing her mother-in-law's hair and mentioned how nice the name was. She laughed and said, "No, they didn't name her baby that. Oh, no, they didn't name her name that. They named her Amelia, or Emilia with an E. That's the name of my baby." I was furious.
Wait, they
I went to her house.
the name? Oh, sorry.
I was furious. I went to her house the next day and asked her why she chose that name. She said, I forgot.
Bitch.
What? I have the name tattooed on my arm. It's in my Instagram bio. We bonded over our grief.
Oh.
She later admitted she told only 5 people and that it was supposed to be a secret, so I wasn't supposed to know.
Wait, hold on.
Sorry. Wait, hold on. Oh, thank you for sparing my emotions, but fuck you. There was no way she forgot. If she had, she wouldn't have kept it a secret. So am I the asshole for being angry at her for using the name? I think I'm right for being pissed.
All right, let me just get this straight real fast.
Mm-hmm.
When she went to go visit after she had the baby, they gave her a completely different name than what the baby.
Isabella Guadalupe,
which was
their great grandmother's names. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And her boyfriend laughed about it.
So my first thought when they said the name to her is when they laughed. I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And she didn't find the real name out until 3 weeks later.
So my very first thought listening to this was these is Negroes or Latin Negroes, because when they said it was a combination of 2 names, I knew only some Dota shit came from one of my people or one of my people.
Before I saw Isabella, I said, "Oh, Sin Cloverton."
Yeah, exactly.
Overclear.
So that was my first thought. I was like, that only some Dota shit, like combining names sound like it's some nigga shit, okay? Some nigga shit or some Latin nigga shit. Secondly, you didn't forget because you wouldn't have lied to me about what the baby's name is in the first place. So first and foremost, I'm writing that down, okay? So when your baby gets old enough, I'm going to tell your baby that your mother is a sinister bitch. Your mother lied on you when you was just days old. Your mother lied on you because she told me your name was a dead grandmother's name. May Isabella, OG Isabella, haunt you for the rest of your days for using her name for some bullshit, first and foremost.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, y'all have a whole ofrenda. You don't think nobody's from the ofrenda gonna come back and be
right.
Like, hey.
Hello? That little nigga was not allowed to listen to music for the first 8-9 years of his life. You know what I'm saying? In Coco.
Yeah.
Because of the ancestors. I hope the ancestors come back and haunt your dirty draws. Like, I hope they haunt
like, that is
your
so
dreams. May you not know any peace because you lied on your baby first and foremost. You stole a dead baby's name. Then you lied on your baby. You lied or you used a great grandmother's name, abuelita's name, in order to continue this lie. Your household will not know peace. Never. You brought that baby into full-blown emotional chaos.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're not the asshole girl who wrote the story. You're not the asshole.
No, you're not
that
asshole.
Bitch is
and
the dickhead.
You should beat that bitch's ass.
That bitch is the dickhead. Like, the minute that you heal, because I'm going to allow you to heal, but the minute that you heal, we are shooting the fucking fair one. I'm also holding a grudge. I'm also going to tell your baby that you lied on her way later on down the line. Like, I'm going to ruin your life for decades. And I'm going to call on the power of Isabella as well.
Lied on you. Did you know that?
To contribute to this. You getting a spiritual ass kicking. You are.
This is where you send that child a card every year until at the bottom your mama lied to you.
Yeah.
It's like, what did mommy lie to you about? And you won't ever tell her until she turned 18.
I lied on your name because because you named after a dead baby that I knew I was doing some grimy shit when I did it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That bitch will never know peace.
It's one thing because Amelia is a fairly common name, so it's like that's one thing, right? But the fact that she was like, I'm not ready to grieve my own shit, but you up here forcing me, so therefore we forced a bond and grieve together. So you know how
you forced me. You stole my dead baby's name after you forced me, and it pushed on my emotional boundaries. You stole my dead baby's name. You lied on your baby. You named you. Yo. Then you let him know.
This is some ethnic shit.
Yeah, this ethnic.
Yeah, this is giving me like Central California behavior, if not, like Sacramento, Bakersfield, that kind of thing.
That's a weird place. Yeah.
Yeah. But this is very, because it could go either way. It can go either brown, whichever on the spectrum. You know what I mean?
That's a spooky story.
I hope she fights them. I hope she shows up in a dream.
As soon as that baby hits a preteen, I'm gonna be like, "Do you know the origins of your name?"
Yeah. I think we're gonna wrap up early. I have one more story. I have a couple more, but we have a big holiday extravaganza next weekend, right?
Yeah.
We do. Oh no, in 2 weeks. Damn, how long is October?
First of all, it's long and quick.
God damn, I didn't know we had an extra week. I was like, okay, we have a spooky season. Okay, it comes to an end. No.
Long and quick.
No. But I should tell you about this. I'll tell you the story, and then I'll tell you what I watched.
Okay.
This also comes from the Our True Scary Stories. My wife stepped on something in the lake. The next day, they found a body. Ooh. I always fear this. This is why I used to avoid going to Central Park. Because until when I finally, guess when I lucked up on found a body, it was nobody in Central Park. They lay dead straight on the train track at Chambers Street. It's like, in New York, you find things that I'm going to avoid at all costs, like working in Times Square, taking the G train, all those things like you try to avoid as a New Yorker. Ended up happening to me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I got hit by a car.
Going to Queens on the train, you was robbed.
I was robbed at gunpoint. Like, everything bad that I never wanted to happen to me in New York happened to you.
Damn, you right.
But yes, the dead nigga that I found was not in nobody's park. He laid there straight on at the J at Chambers. And I was so mad because it was late night. And we were coming home from the club, so I'm like, I'm ready to go home. And I lived off the J at Myrtle. We all know how sticky that can get. So it was just like I was there for an extra hour.
Nobody have a budget to take no cabs at certain hours.
No, this is before Uber.
Yeah.
So
when you still had to call Puerto Rico or Rainbow.
So I remember I had to take the 4 and I'm going back down to downtown Brooklyn and then take the bus. It was a long, but that was a day.
I haven't run up on a body. Two worse scenarios. Somebody took a shit on the train, and
that's
a pretty bad one. That's a pretty bad.
And low key common.
Yeah, more common than
not uncommon.
It also was the 4 train at a certain.
Yep.
The 4 train.
I was like, a time of 4.
In between certain stops at a period of time was just always on some. It was always on some shit.
Always on the South Bronx too, between South Bronx and Harlem and the East.
That was exactly where it was. It was I want to say, actually, I think it might have been at like Burnside.
That specific spot, train station, yes.
181. It might have been at Burnside where I discovered that lady had taken a shit on a train. Yeah, that's always a really really. Anyway, what's your story?
Sorry. A few years ago, when my daughter was a toddler, my wife and I used to take her to a nearby lake to picnic, swim, and unwind. It was a peaceful spot, quiet, not too crowded, the kind of place where you could easily forget about the world for a while. One afternoon, we'd finished eating. My wife decided to go for a quick swim while I stayed on the beach with our daughter. I watched her wade into the water, the sun sparkling off the surface. A minute later, she suddenly stopped and turned to me, shouting something. At first, I couldn't make out what she said, but her expression was off. Then I heard her clearly. I think I just stepped on someone's face. I froze. I froze, thinking maybe she was joking, but the look on her face wasn't playful. It was pale and terrified. She quickly started making her way back to shore, her legs moving faster like she couldn't get out the water fast enough. When she got back, she said that while she was swimming, her foot brushed against something soft. At first, she thought it was a rock or a patch of seaweed, but when she pressed her foot down, she felt the unmistakable. Ooh. But when she pressed her foot down, she felt the unmistakable shape of a face beneath the water, a nose, an eye socket.
Oh!
She swore she felt the hollow of the eye.
Ah!
I considered going in to check, but something in my gut stopped
Hell
me.
no.
We packed up and left right after that. The next day, the local news reported that a young boy who had been missing for days was found drowned in that same lake not far where we had been. To this day, my wife is convinced she stepped on his face.
Oh. Imagine if it bit her.
Though,
Hey. There's a horror story.
that's funny. Yeah.
Ew, and then and then your toes go into the eye sockets. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Woo!
Today is going to be a fun one.
Yes.
It's relationship stories. So these stories are from Reddit. They range from "Am I the asshole? Am I the devil? True off my chest." These are stories that are specifically compiled that deal with relationships. It could be either friendships,
Okay.
spouses, other types of dynamics.
Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Okay. Let's start with the spicy one.
Okay.
The title is "My Husband Has a Second Family."
Mm.
Oh, they Jamaican.
The ultimate cliche has happened in my life,
Oh, Lord.
and I'm absolutely broken. My husband, my rock, has been having an affair for over 17 years. We've been married for more than 25.
Okay, so he's definitely Jamaican.
We have 3 beautiful children, 2 in college and 1 still living at home.
Oh,
But it turns out he's had another entire family this whole time.
sweet heaven.
My husband is an insurance broker. He manages multiple branches across the country and spends 1 week traveling, 1 week at home. And turns out on his off weeks, he's been with his other family in Albuquerque, where one of his branches is located.
Oh, Jesus.
He has a fiance there, and they have 2 children, both in their early 20s. Early teens, excuse me.
I was about to say, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
I found out by accident. I was creating a new Facebook account, and when I searched his first name, another profile popped up with a different last name, but it was clearly him. From that profile, I found links to his fiancés and their other children's Facebook pages.
On the socials, if you will.
I gotta take notes.
He's currently with them, and I know it's him because his most recent post is a photo of him and this other family having dinner. Among the photos are ones of him kissing this woman and being fatherly with kids who look exactly like him. I'm absolutely devastated. A part of me wants to scream in his face and destroy everything, but another part of me wants to just pretend I don't know.
Girl.
But because our life, at least on the surface, is peaceful. He's a good dad, he's loving, he's our primary provider. But he's all those things to another family too. If I expose this, I won't just be blowing up my family. I'll be detonating theirs too.
Good.
My heart is in shambles. I've never cried so much in my life. My youngest is away on a graduation trip, and I'm completely alone until my lying, cheating bastard husband comes home. I can't believe this is my life. I feel like a movie plot. Part of me still hopes this is just some huge misunderstanding somehow. But I don't know what to do. I'm tempted to pack a bag and just leave. I can't stand this house where we raised our children, celebrated every Christmas, where I spent so many lonely New Year's Eves while he was, quote unquote, working his ass off.
Okay.
I want to leave a note to hurt him like he's hurt me, but I don't think that's even possible. I don't know how I'll ever look him in the face again. You were taking notes.
Yeah.
I mean, copious notes. I mean, writing down. Yikes. I mean, can we just go all the way back to the beginning? Because I knew it was some bullshit when she still referred to this nigga as a rock. My husband, my rock. Okay, wait.
Like, you know,
I feel bad.
For 17 years out of your 25-year marriage, for what is that percentage? That's over 80%.
Well over. Let me.
Well, that's like the entire relationship.
Yeah, the entire relationship. You have been creeping. Like, that is a whole relationship. That is a family. That is
68. That's 68% of the marriage.
Which he probably knew her before he got married, and who knows?
Had to.
He didn't marry the other lady. They're just engaged and have 2 children.
See, this is the thing. This is the thing for me. She's doing so much typing on Reddit, and there would be all my typing would be in that woman's cell phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would be, we need to have a face-to-face, because clearly he's not going to tell me the truth. I need you to tell me the truth type thing. Because I am not, I'm not opposed to women approaching the other woman if they want to get answers, as long as she's not coming. I mean, we don't know if the girl know about her or not. She might. But do she know that he's full on married? I don't know. But this is something where I would condone her calling the other woman, because I would need all sorts of answers. I would need to try to wrap my head around the fact that he has grown ass kids with this woman, and I'm just finding out about it. Yes. So I would need to be having to sit down with her, because clearly he is a psychotic sociopath who will not tell her the truth. So I know that she's not going to get the truth if she approaches him regardless, right? So I would definitely be getting my ass off the Reddit and into that lady's phone and talking about, so where we going to meet? So you want to meet halfway? Like, where do you want to meet?
Yeah.
Where you want to meet?
Mary J. Blige said a real woman wouldn't do this over the phone.
Yeah, like, right. Like, where you want to meet? Because this guy, I got to try to understand this. I would be blowing up his whole spot if she didn't know already. And we're going to have this conversation, because the next conversation is going to be with me, you, and him.
Yes, we having a full tribal council. Like, we are having discourse, because there are so many questions.
Definitely will be a tribal council.
Like, there are so many questions that I need answers to, and a whole bunch of questions I don't want answers to, right? Because I would question every moment.
Yeah.
Where you went off to work, where you went to the bathroom, when you went to
it would just be
this
too much.
And that.
I mean, I hear y'all on wanting answers, and this is probably the very traumatized, unhealed part of me speaking, but I just feel like I would document all of this for legal reasons only. Like, I would gather my receipts, I would lawyer up, and he would never see me again until we are in court.
But that's why I got to go talk to the girl, because you got to get all the information. Because you're not going to get everything you're not going to get nothing from him. So now I got to get all this information so that, yes, we can lawyer the fuck up and get him for every single goddamn dime that he has.
And I hear her. I mean, to the part where she was saying he's the provider, the breadwinner, all this and that. And it's just like, girl, not only do you need to not type into Reddit, I need you to get down to the LinkedIn and get you a job. You're gonna have to get you a job because
it's giving Gilded Age.
It's giving like I found my husband in college, and when I said I do, that meant I'm done.
Yeah,
that's it.
Like those people who just actively just look for a husband or a spouse in college and don't do anything else. Like I have found my meal
their
ticket.
entire lives around this one relationship. And I mean, you know, I get it from the perspective of being parents and raising children. But I don't know. That's when I was just like, oh, girl. I mean, to hear her considering like not saying anything and just riding it out was where it was like, oh, sis,
that's why I was saying it's giving Gilded Age, because you know that's that lady. I don't be doing well with the names on Gilded Age, but I know
the one who's been exiled to Newport because her husband
correct, and because of just face value, she was looking at her husband like, no, you don't get to go. Like, yeah, you could do whatever you want, but you don't get to go. And he was like, oh no, I'm going. And her whole reasoning was, like, you can't do this to me because they are going to exile me, not you. And I feel like that's what it sounds like.
Single people do not have a place in society.
Exactly. So it looks like her, a failure on her. You know what I'm saying? Like the lady who's writing into the Reddit, down to the Reddit, it sounds like she's more so too also trying to save face and her ego about it. It's like, I can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to lose the money, and I also don't want to lose the reputation that I have or whatever they put on for their community. So that, to me, I don't really care. We'll start up someplace else.
Yeah, I mean, it makes me think of a meme I saw earlier this morning that was like, why are women so secretive about who they love? Like, most women I know these days don't love out loud. And this girl reposted it, and her reply was, loving a man is a humiliation ritual.
No, seriously.
Damn.
Because the minute you save their number to the phone.
I felt so seen in that moment. Yeah. Because if it's one thing these niggas going to do, it's
embarrass you.
She said, loving a man is a humiliation ritual.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I agree. Wow. And I'm telling you, that's why I just be on some, and I'm not superstitious, but I'm telling you, like I said, it's like the minute you save their name to something cute, it all hell breaks loose.
Literally. And that's when niggas be like, you ain't saved my number? No, I've not.
No.
I know it's you, but I'm just not there yet.
Yep. And now the guys that still be in my phone, they got certain names in their phone. Like, one's name is Liar, Pants on Fire. That's the name that comes up every time. And Keia will tell you, because I be screenshotting the conversations we be having, and she be like, the Liar, Pants on Fire is sending me.
Because his name is longer than the messages. It's crazy.
Oh.
Yeah, because they will embarrass you.
Wow.
Embarrassing.
We have an update.
Okay.
So, she says, first of all, thank you. Your advice meant the world to me. I'm not well versed in legal matters, so all of your legal input has been incredibly helpful. I've spoken to an attorney. Mm-hmm. We're discussing next steps, and he's advised me to gather as much evidence as I can. Photos, messages, flight records.
Okay.
I've created a folder with everything and will present it when the time comes for divorce proceedings.
Okay.
I'm still unclear on the legal specifics, but it's a start. I also contacted the other woman.
All right.
I explained the entire situation. She was just as shocked and heartbroken as I was. From what I've learned, she's financially independent from him and they don't share property.
Amen.
So her separation from him should be more straightforward.
Amen.
My husband now knows I'm aware of everything. He's staying in a hotel.
Good.
What he doesn't know is that his fiance knows too.
Ooh.
When he walked through the door, I confronted him. He started crying and begging.
Of course.
It was honestly pathetic. I cried too, but I've made a choice to see him for what he really is, a pathetic coward.
Correct.
We both legally own the house, so I can't force him out, but he's staying away for my sake, quote unquote. All I could think is, if he cares so much about my well-being, maybe being faithful for my sake should have crossed his mind. He's now in a downtown hotel, calling every few hours to, quote unquote, check in on me. I'm not sad anymore. I mean, I am, but mostly I'm furious. My children still don't know. My youngest thinks his dad is working more in Albuquerque because of a, quote unquote, business problem. I don't know how to tell them they have 2 half-siblings and a father with a backup family. I've been feeling so deeply unwanted and unappreciated lately, but your kind words have helped more than you know. Thank you, truly.
You got to tell them kids they got brothers and sisters somewhere else, okay? That's got to be a priority.
Yeah.
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 Because you never know, you know, there's way too many stories of like people dating each other's siblings.
But clearly they're in the same town, or like they're not in the same town though.
Right, but you know, the internet is, you know, everybody's as close as they are to their phones.
Yeah, they've got to know. They have to know.
Got to know.
Well, I'm glad she lawyered up. I'm glad I hope she don't break down, because, you know, they like the child at the last minute of the fourth quarter, like to come in there, knees bowed. I'm talking about they talked to the lady and how they got saved and how they Holy Ghost filled and they trying to do things right. And so, like, I really hope that she stays true to who she is and where she is right now in her life and kicks that nigga to the curb. I really, really hope so.
There's a threshold that you cross, though. When she said that she'd moved past sadness and into anger, and when she can now see how raggedy and useless he is, you know, when we get to the place where we're no longer attracted,
she said
to
pathetic too,
right? So when we get to a place, you know, it's really hard to sustain an attraction to somebody that you don't respect. Amen.
Correct.
So I'm hopeful that she has turned the corner, and that no amount of jagged edge begging would allow her to have him back into her personal space or her bank account ever again.
Yeah,
because
I feel like she's gonna be able to get all his money because he's the breadwinner,
right? That's why
like, I don't like this idea of like, quote unquote, checking in on me and like
toxic,
you know, breadcrumbing. I think that's the term, right? Like that's manipulation tactic, because he knows, just like you're talking about here, like she's about to take everything.
No, seriously, and it's not even going to be about love. It's going to be about control. He can't have her get all the control. He can't lose everything. It's not even going to be about her. You know what I mean? Like, and that's the thing, that they'll make you think that they're coming back and they are so humble about this and how wrong they were. And then in the grand scheme of things, the whole thing was about them and saving face. Because truth of the matter is, a lot of these men, most of them who do this type of shit, is narcissistic. And it's always about face value, Huda. And so, you know, they're always going to be worried about what they look like on the outer. And so that is why they start. Yeah, that's why he's going to start breadcrumbing her. That's why I was like, I hope she just stays strong, because, and then he's going to turn it into, well, you was ugly anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just splits. It goes back and forth.
It's going to be her fault soon.
Yeah, it's going to be her fault. You was ugly. You ain't do this. So it's going to try to like play on all these. The devil knows how to seep right on in there and say the things to make you break. So I just hope she has stayed strong through all of that, because the manipulation train is not stopped yet.
No. Let's take a break and we'll be back with another story. Hit it, Claude. And we're back.
Black as ever.
This next one, we're doing relationship stories here with Keia and LaToya. I have the next one is religious, kind of.
Oh dear.
And it's also based in Maryland.
Oh, okay. Christ!
And
Jesus.
This is also a flip side of what we just talked about.
Ooh.
So,
well,
I'm thirsty. I should have brought me some.
A priest broke the seal of confession and told my husband I cheated.
Oh, they Catholic.
So,
let me get my notes.
Okay.
And then
Yes.
as soon as I read the title in my head, I was like, "What did them go say?" Oh, that cat.
Yes, because
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
So 3 years ago, this is a woman.
Okay.
3 years ago, I cheated on my husband during a work trip. It was a one-night stand. We didn't exchange numbers and haven't been in contact since.
Okay.
I don't even remember his last name. At the time, I didn't care much. My marriage was rocky and I felt completely unappreciated. But during the pandemic, my husband and I reconnected and I started to feel incredibly guilty. Last month, I decided to go to confession. I told my parish priest everything. He told me that as part of my penance, I needed to tell my husband. I didn't know how to do that, so I sat on it. Last weekend, I came home to my husband throwing all my things out of the bedroom.
Oh.
He was livid and told me he knew everything.
Yikes.
Apparently, the priest followed up with my husband. When my husband didn't know what he was talking about, the priest told him everything.
A mess.
Now my world is falling apart. I thought confession was supposed to be private. Isn't that the whole point? Does the priest have any liability for breaking confidentiality? I'm in Maryland. So this was an Am I the Devil and also legal advice.
Who going first?
You want to go first?
No, I'm just asking.
So listen, I will disclaim this by saying I don't know anything about how the Catholic's Catholic and what the rules are, but I'm pretty sure, especially after going to Catholic school for a couple of years, that the priest's not supposed to tell.
No,
you're not supposed.
They're not. It's a code of silence or something that they take.
That's something that is a serious offense. And so I do feel like there is some sort of, you ought to be able to, whether it's the archdiocese or whomever, like you ought to be somebody you need to call and tell that this has happened.
I have questions.
I do too, but the thing that strikes me, and this is not me caping for this woman cheating, I do feel like she was sorry and was just, willing to be held accountable in terms of, she felt guilty. So I know that she's not a terrible, I know she's not a sadist or whatever. And I think you do sometimes, you have to be ready to, sort of come clean about something like this. So I do feel like it is not up to this priest. I feel like this is a complete abuse of power and religious authority, if you will. And I feel like that's messed up. That's messed up. It is not a reflective of God or God's character or anything like that. It's wrong on all accounts. And it is just as much a sin as the adultery itself in my book.
I agree. Now, this is what my notes say. Oh, so the priests want to do the bending.
Oh, so he doing the bending.
So the priests want to do the bending. That's what I'm getting.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm getting at reading in between the lines. First of all, why is the priest and the husband how do they have a relationship where he could go back and tell the husband what the wife did? Because what? So then we also have to think about how the lady was not feeling fulfilled in her marriage and she started cheating. And I'm not saying that cheating is right. But what I'm saying is it does take two to cheat, right? It doesn't always mean this person is being unfaithful. So this person is unfaithful. It could be he's not paying attention to her, or he's withdrawn from her in the home. So now she's, searching for something else. So I'm reading between those lines, and I'm also reading between y'all needed a pandemic to come together. Like that means it's not together. Because you cannot believe, I just don't believe in a lot of these connections that happened during the pandemic. And we're going to see a lot of them crash and burn, like right now. So some of them, yes, but others, no, especially when it comes to people who used to be married. So that's what I'm getting from it. So my take is the priests want to do the bending. So he set that whole thing up so that he could get with his baby.
Remember that video I sent you from the content creator in DC? What's his name? Pretty Boy Comedy. When he said the messiest person you know is a man. A straight man. Remember he said they worse than the gays. He called them straggots.
Straggots.
Yeah.
A straggot.
Yeah.
Because you know they love the mess. They carry the mess. They're usually the ones that carry and propagate the mess.
Yeah, that priest is in love with that man.
A straggot. I smell a straggot down to the confessional now.
I don't disagree because because I have to play the scenario in my head. Like I'm sure like the husband was just doing a charity basketball event, just volunteering, painting the walls of the church. He was doing just a regular community
reaching
service.
over to pass out the soup, and the priest is like, "Ooh,
here come Father Abraham." It was like, "Oh, I gotta tell you something," like that's so messy.
Yeah,
mess.
And I don't disagree in what are you gaining by telling the secrets from this covenant?
Yeah,
you know what I mean, like.
And honestly, I feel like I think there is like a code of silence or something like that. Especially if she did it in how they be doing it in the movies. Do they still do that when you go forgive me, Father, for I sin in them dark rooms? Because that's another thing is like if he would have known, if he knew that was her and he went, I could see that that's him breaking a law. And then if he did it under the guise of counseling, where it's separate counseling, not marriage counseling, but even marriage counseling, I feel like there's still
even in other
like code of silence or something like that they have. So I would feel like she could go to whatever they do down to the Catholic Church and go to his upper management and shut that whole thing down. Because I guarantee you, there's pictures of Steve-O in his phone that they've been doing the bending together.
It says that there is priest penitent privilege, and that in most cases confessions are protected by law through the concept of privilege. That means under certain circumstances, the information shared in a confession cannot be compelled or disclosed in court or other legal proceedings.
Yeah.
She could sue the archdiocese and get millions probably because he's essentially ended, or sue him, or probably still sue the church, that diocese, because
and I would
go after them. I would go after them because y'all hire him and he just ruined my entire marriage. I don't care if I was out here slutting my box out every night. I don't care. I could have been a prostitute on Hunts Point. I do not care. He ruined my marriage, and I want $18,000 million
right now, and I want my money now.
Yeah, I want my money now. Yeah,
clergy confidentiality. Yeah, that's a thing.
So
crazy.
I say lawyer up and press the charges and get your bag.
Yeah. Let's move on to the next story.
Are these real, XD?
Yeah,
they are. They are real stories.
Drop the link.
Especially the next one I'm about to tell you.
Oh Lord.
We're switching gears here, so we're moving more towards friendships. Okay. You two have been friends for a very long time.
Forever. So since Adam and Eve.
This probably this may not have come up between you two, but you may have come up in your friendship circles, right? I accidentally broke my friend's MacBook, offered to pay, and now she wants more because she was upgrading anyway, or she'll sue me.
Okay.
Let's get into it. I had a few friends over at my place, and one of them invited another friend I didn't know very well. She left her MacBook on my couch, and when I sat down, I accidentally broke it. It was completely my fault, so I took full responsibility and told her I'd pay for it. She said she bought it 3 years ago for $2,200, and I agreed to wire her the money within a week. Fast forward a few days. She emails me saying that she's expecting $2,700 as per our conversation, quote unquote. I was confused because we never agreed on that amount. I got her number from my friend and gave her a call to clear things up. On the phone, she says she's expecting me to cover the cost of a brand new upgraded MacBook because she was quote unquote planning to upgrade anyway. She told me if I don't pay the $2,700, she'll take me to small claims court.
Go right ahead.
So now I'm stuck. Should I just send her the original $2,200 for the cost of the one I broke, or tell her to go ahead and sue me?
$2,700 is crazy town.
Nuts.
Because what is she, an Oscar award-winning film editor? Like, what is down to the?
He asking like this is a Lucasfilms ass computer.
Let me tell you what. I would send that girl the $2,200 and I would tell her to try me. Like, listen, if you gotta go, if you want to take me to small claims court, bitch, that's where we going. All right.
Well, and honestly, what I'll be saying, like, girl, let's go see what your trading value is on this thing, and I will pay the difference. Like, you're not coming up on me. So what I'm gonna do is, since it's broken, you don't need it. Give it to me. I'll trade it in, and I will pay the difference for an upgraded laptop. You should be happy with that. Suing me for an additional whatever $500 is wild. That's wild. So that just tells me we was never friends to begin with. That's number one. And two is, what the hell was that girl doing to break the girl's laptop? Like, how does that happen?
She must have slammed her body down on that couch. But either way,
we just don't be around each other's electronics like that.
This is just wow. I don't feel like this is anything. I don't know. I feel bad. I would be in either case. If I broke Toya's laptop or she broke mine, I don't feel
First of all, our faces would be tight. Like, it would be nothing but tightness.
Yeah, on
so like, how
parties,
did this happen?
Like, what do you do? I don't understand.
Right. Because I'll be like, wait, so like, how did this happen? You know what I mean? So once we got past the initial shock of it, it would be, first of all, I wouldn't have to ask Keia.
No.
If she broke mine, I wouldn't have to ask her to replace it. If I broke hers, she would not have to ask me to replace it. It would be like, girl, listen, don't even look my way, girl. I cannot believe this happened, girl.
She would be sick of me apologizing. It would be dumb. It would be like, it would be years later, and it would be like, child,
girl, you remember when
I broke that laptop? Oh, what is wrong with me? Like, we will be talking about it for years to come.
That happened.
Oh, I just don't understand what got into me.
Right. Yeah. So that's why I just like, that wasn't a friendship to begin with. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not a friendship to begin with. If you could take it all the way to suing.
But yeah, if I went to your house and broke anything in there, I would feel awful. I don't care if it was a MacBook. I don't care if it was a strap on your shoe. I'd have felt like shit. Like, damn, I'm so sorry. The fact that you would, and I feel like this girl is remorseful and willing to take responsibility, then to be met with somebody trying to take advantage of that.
And get an extra couple dollars.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you're trying to take advantage of that. So that's grounds to get drugged. I'm not going to hold you. Like, we would have to, I would probably not have any dealings with this person ever again, because this shows that you have the lack of character, and I can't have people like that around me.
And I actually would tell her, you know what? Go ahead and waste your time and do small claims, because I truly believe Judge Judy and them, whoever's going to be, because I've had to go to small claims here in New York. They do not got time for nonsense. They will get you out of there quick. And so I strongly believe that if she came in there and the friend comes in and saying, like, I was willing to take the laptop and trade it in and pay the difference, but she telling me she want an additional $500, I guarantee you any judge would be like, oh, is that what was happening? Case dismissed. Now you have nothing. So I would be like, let's just go. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just go to court.
Do what you got to do.
Yeah, let's just go to court.
Let's go down to the people's court.
Yeah, let's go down to the people's court. And let me tell you something. Don't speak to me, because anytime I see you, it's on site. And I'm going to mean it.
Yeah. It's just,
I'm going to mean it. I will take every string of hair out your head, because I don't have any.
Let's take a break, and we'll be back with More JXD with Keia and Toya. Hit it, Claude. And we're back. We're doing relationship stories. Just when you thought it couldn't get worse.
Oh, God.
They do.
Oh.
We're going to go back to relationship dynamics, not just friendship, but,
romanticals.
Spousal. Romanticals, right? My fiance secretly applied for a job in another country and expected me to just follow him. We've been engaged for about a year. We were wedding planning, house hunting, and even casually talking about kids. I really thought we were building a future together and were on the same page. Then one night, I was on our shared laptop and an email popped up. It was a job offer, congratulating him on a new position in Switzerland.
Oh.
I had no idea he even applied for anything, let alone something abroad. I confronted him immediately. He tried to play it off like it was a surprise.
Girl.
He said he thought I'd be excited and would just come with him. As if quitting my job, leaving my friends and family, and uprooting my entire life was just assumed. What's worse is that this wasn't a sudden thing. He'd been going through the application process for months. Interviews, negotiations, even relocation discussions. Not once did he mention it to me. I wasn't even included in the decision. I was just supposed to go along with it. Right now, we're on a break trying to figure things out. But deep down, I can't shake the feeling that I was never really part of the plan. Is this a deal breaker? I love to hear other people's thoughts.
Girl. Let me tell you something. This is what I wrote. He was building a future for himself and an exit plan for her. That's what he was doing. He was building an exit plan for her.
He wanted it out.
Yeah. And so it's easier to do this because it's like, there's no way she's coming with me to Switzerland. And he could have it could have been subconsciously, you know what I'm saying? Like, or just realizing like, I don't have time to be making plans with this girl. This career and this opportunity matters to me most. So it's like, if she comes, she comes. If she don't, she don't. 9 times out of 10, she ain't going to come. I feel like guys do definitely think like that. And I do believe guys will like pick fights or set things
Sabotage.
up. And not just guys.
Absolutely.
Let me not say that, because girls do it too. Like, position and manipulate situations to get somebody to make a decision. So it's actually them. They make it seem like they think they make the decision, but it was actually them who manipulated the whole situation. So that's why it sounded like he was just, preparing her exit plan too as well. Exit out of the relationship, girl.
Yeah, I agree. I think that he created a back door for her, in these plans, because it's so outrageous, right? Like, inconsiderate and rude, because this isn't just getting a new apartment, across town. This is, citizenship and shit.
Correct.
You know what I
so
mean?
that means
Like,
that means there was a lot of lying that was going on. Because, like, where was he telling her he was at when he's interviewing or doing all this work? Like, yeah, he's a liar too. So.
Yeah, I would struggle to trust. Like, this is a massive thing to keep from someone that you're in relationship with. So I would struggle to believe anything that he said ever again. So, in terms of whether or not this is a deal breaker, like, I just don't know that, you can come back from this level of compromised trust, like, for me.
Yeah.
I do also feel like, I got questions, and I mean, I don't know if this makes me a trad wife or whatever, but I'm just like, what kind of job was it? Like, did you expect me to just go over there and be a kept woman, or
yeah, that's my question too, because I'm like, because now it's the financial, all the financial responsibility goes on this man,
exactly,
and therefore I'm completely dependent upon him.
But that's what makes me think she was never a part of the plan. You know what I mean? Like, hoping that she just never, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I feel like if she'd have been like, okay, I'm gonna go, then it would have been like, I don't know if this, you know what I mean? Like, I wonder.
Yeah.
If she was
ever as a surprise, yeah. to frame it as a surprise is gaslighting in its purest form. To make it seem like this is something that you should be excited about is just the kind of just toxic manipulation that's the red flag for me. That's the biggest deal breaker, is that if we're moving forward in a relationship in this way and we can't talk about something this massive, I would need to apply for citizenship. You can't just spring that on me. You can't just spring, me moving and leaving my family and life. You can't just spring that on me like a surprise wedding or something and like go to hell.
Absolutely. Because I guarantee you he was probably still sleeping with her. And that's what be getting me. It's like, you already know you don't want this. You already know you already ready to have a relationship with Vaseshka, Shableshka. You already thinking about
Svetlana
is crazy.
And drink vodka. You already planning that. But he was probably still sleeping with her, still going, doing all that lying. And it's unfortunate. And I have seen way too many times, and I have also been in it, but I was young, where you put yourself in these relationships or these situations, and then it's just like really hard for you to get out of. So you manipulate the fuck out of that situation to get out of it. Like for me personally, I was with somebody, I could not be with that person no more. I stopped paying the rent, bro. And I told her I ain't have no job. I had one. I just lied and said I didn't. And I stopped paying the rent. You understand? Yeah. So that's why I be knowing, because I've been trash. I have been trash. But also that relationship was trash. And it was so hard for me to get out of it because it was just very obsessive. So
and they said she said they had a shared laptop. So it's like, you knew that I was going to see this. You set this up for me to see this in this way. You didn't even have the balls to have a conversation about the fact that you got a job offer and you want to go, whether I go with you or not.
Well, we need to talk about why she don't have her own laptop. Like, what?
Why don't you have your own laptop? Why are you sharing? Is it yours and he needs to use it?
This is entanglement.
Soul ties.
I don't like it. I don't like that kind of entanglement where we lose our independence or any agency when we partner with people. And I'm not saying you can't share things with your partners, but like a laptop.
But that's so personal to me. And it's like, first of all, there's not enough RAM for you and I. Like, I do a lot of editing. I do all this, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's just not enough RAM on here for us.
I can't imagine sharing a laptop, because I just can't imagine it'd be like, I'm going to just wait till you finish to send an email.
Absolutely not. And so like, who gets to nuzzle up with the laptop and watch Netflix at night in the dark? Who gets to do that?
Like, or if I'm going, laptop is crazy.
Yeah, like if I'm going to see my mama, or if I'm going away for the weekend, I get the laptop, or I have to go without it. Like, go to hell immediately today.
Immediately.
I don't need to be in a relationship until both of y'all can afford.
Hello. I was gonna say, I don't feel like I was gonna say, I don't even feel like they need to be in a relationship. They got to use a shared laptop. She got to do some soul searching. She need to talk to Ayanla. Because she got to be able to have her own laptop. That's not ladylike. That is not ladylike. That's not ladylike. She got to have her own. And she's like, that's like with me and Keia, when I come to your house and I be like, girl, you always got to have a bottle of Pinot in your refrigerator. As a single lady, you got to have a bottle of wine. And like it's the same way I feel. Passage. Yeah, like you got to have a laptop of your own, sister. No.
Yeah.
It's not ladylike.
We have two more.
All right.
I'll leave that one because that one's a spicy one. But they're both very spicy. This one is I'm interested to hear your thoughts on this one. How do I tell my friend, a 27-year-old female, that she is being used by a guy, a 26-year-old man, to make me jealous?
Okay, Huda.
There's this guy, let's call him Mike, who I know through a mutual friend. He occasionally hangs out with our friend group, which is typically 5 of us, 6 when Mike joins. He moved to our state about 6 months ago and immediately took a liking to me, but he's not my type. I've never even given him my number, and I've let him know we're not compatible. To be fair, he's not creepy about it. When I brush him off, he backs off and does his own thing. He'll still sometimes buy me a drink or some food throughout the night, but it's nothing aggressive. Fast forward to last night. My friend, let's call her Mariah, joined us. She usually hangs with another circle of friends, but wanted to come out with us this time. The night started out the same as usual. Mike asked if I'd finally give him my number. I said, no thanks. He laughed it off and moved on. That is until he met Mariah for the first time. Out of nowhere, he was chatting her up, and they were laughing and vibing. They even did a karaoke duet together. Mike was awkward and couldn't dance or sing, but Mariah killed it. Later, she told me how much she liked that Mike was just himself and didn't try to act cool. Here's the thing. I suspect Mike was only paying attention to Mariah to make me jealous. It didn't work because, again, I don't like him, but it doesn't feel fair to Mariah. She texted me to say she gave him her number and they're going out on a date Saturday. How do I tell her that Mike is just using her without hurting her feelings? Girl. She doesn't know he has a crush on me.
Girl,
she's giving herself too much. She is giving herself too much. Because I'm over here just writing and I'm just like, you know what, let me stop writing. Because this sounds like Love Island. She is giving herself too much.
Wow.
Because let me tell you something. Wow. Mariah must be a bad bitch.
Must be.
Mariah is sick, man.
Yeah, Mariah is a bad bitch. And not only is that she a bad bitch, but she came up in there dancing like Shakira, clearly, and mesmerized him.
And naturally, Mike and Mariah had instant chemistry. They were both instantly very comfortable around each other in a way that old girl never felt. You know, she never allowed that. She didn't see it. And you know how she didn't start seeing it from Mike until Mariah did. Hello, that's very clear. And it's like, girl, you still making it about you, and Mike has moved on. Hello, correct. He said, he asked, you denied him, and he's moved forward. So I just feel like this sounds like some hateration in the dancery. It does.
No, seriously, and also like men are so simple, so it's like. Also, you know, they like to catch, they like to they like to chase, you know what I mean? And it was nice, but you keep telling me no. And so now your friend comes around and we're vibing and she's also letting me know that you could get this whenever you want it. So absolutely, I'm not turning this down. Ain't nobody trying to make you jealous. You are jealous, sister. You're jealous.
Big jealous.
Stand up.
You are jealous. You're mad because... No, it caught you by no, because everybody wants to be desired and wants to be liked. Do you understand? And so it's like now that attention shifts because see, he was buying her drinks and feeding her every time she was out. You understand? So now the whole dynamic's going to shift. Out the window. That's going to shift. No, she's going to get a drink. You know what I'm saying? Because he seemed like that kind of guy. Like, you know, if I'm out with the girls, they all going to get drinks, but she's not going to get, you know, the full meal. She's not getting the attention and the eye contact that Mariah is now getting. And also, too, it's like, I wonder what her conversation was with Mariah. Like, oh, this guy, I don't like him, but if you like him, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wonder if there was conversation there. Like, I've had that growing up especially in my 20s, like, I don't like him, girl, but if you into him, like, have at it. You know what I'm saying? So it could have been that conversation. And if that was the conversation, she's definitely jealous because what do you mean he's using? How do I tell her he's using her? So now you want to try to tell homegirl that she can't pull men?
You
she can't pull men
this is
without somebody trying to make you jealous?
Yeah, girl.
Oh, so he's not really attracted to her? You trying to tell her she's not really attractive? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you call your friend ugly.
Yeah, are you saying that like you're more attractive than me? Like, is that what you're saying? Like, you're saying that, like, oh, he don't really like you. He likes me. Like, girl, you giving yourself way too much.
Way too much. Read between the lines. She said Mariah killed it. She said Mariah killed it. And says one thing the Green Eye Monster can't do is deny the greatness. You can't. The Green Eye Monster can never deny the greatness. So she said Mariah killed it. So she was sitting over there steaming because her legs is probably, she probably got knock knees and she probably can't dance. You understand? Her hip flexors is probably mad tight. So she's probably like, wow, Mariah killed it.
Yeah.
And he was
she
like,
wasn't. Yeah. Go ahead, XD. Sorry.
Yeah, she original poster, there's an update. So she realizes that she was the asshole in the situation.
Very
She
good.
went to go.
I love that.
She went with Mariah to go help her pick out something. But like I wouldn't but
still
like
hate. It's still
I would as a Mariah.
Yeah.
I'd be like, girl, sister, this is not your
That's
friend.
Not your friend.
No,
like,
it's not your friend.
Like there are people in your circle that are praying against you, and the OP is one of them.
And this is what's going to happen. He's now going to be all of a sudden so attractive to her. You understand? So there's going to be inappropriate conversation having. You can't trust her now. If Mariah knows how she was really thinking to me, I'll be looking at her a little strange now. Like, oh, so now that's your friend? Oh, that's the homie. Now you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a little too familiar.
You better believe she gonna be calling Mike to go out. You want to get a drink? Let's go get a drink. Let's go to the spot. And she not gonna call Mariah because this is the kind of mess. You see what I'm saying? She gonna try to get Mike in the situation, and then she gonna turn the tables. You got to watch.
Oh no, we like brother and sister.
Okay. See, that's what I'm saying. That's why I didn't trust you. Going to help Mariah pick something to wear. I don't like it.
I don't like that.
I don't
like that neither. Mariah don't need help because remember, she came in on her own shit. She came in on her own greatness. She don't need no help. When you picking out stuff, Mariah gotta run. Run, girl.
I want Mariah to be gone away from this because
with your new man.
Period.
Like anybody who thinks that way they can't. No, that's not a quote unquote girl's girl. You know, they like to throw that one around, but that's not a girl's girl.
I'm a girl's girl. You know, I'm a girl's girl.
Yeah, but this definitely gave like Love Island in the sense of like, ooh, this is for us.
No,
I did this for us.
Huda said, I was in my bikini. I was looking mad good. And I walked past Chris and he didn't even look at me. He was talking to Shelly. Like, I'm like, I was looking so good. And it's
like I told y'all, when we did Blacks Who Watch Big Brother, we were talking about this. What always sticks out in my mind is when Chris like checked Huda on something, like held her accountable for being a mess. And her response to him was, would it be different if I was ugly? And I said, this woman here.
This girl. That girl in this Reddit story.
Girl here.
But you know,
needs to call the lady immediately. Something is terribly wrong.
No, mind you, she done got a nose job and she's got lip fill and everything. She was a funny looking girl and she's like a fat girl. She's like a fat girl who got skinny, who still got fat girl mentality. I think Huda still got funny looking girl mentality. And she's still she's very insecure. Go ahead.
I was going to say, remember when her sisters came?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember she used to look like her younger sister?
Yes.
Yes, she did.
Yeah. I mean, some funny looking girls. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay. Yeah. You got a nose job and you got lip filler and you got 18 pounds of lashes now. So, of course, you know what I'm saying? You're going to look different. And those freckles, I don't even know if the freckles are real. Like, the freckles might not even be
real. Oh, no, they're not.
Yeah, I'm like, those freckles, they're tatted. So, and that, and clock it. Alondria or Shelly said it on Kiki today. Somebody was like, "Oh no, Alondria." My girl Ola said, "Well, niggas said I was unattractive, but then my DMs is flooded and my shit natural. Nothing over here not natural."
Good morning. The girls don't want to talk about it.
Listen, she said nothing over here is not natural. Everything is natural.
And that's how we know, because when Alondria's mother came in through there, I mean, I said, "Hello, Mama got it honest."
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's got it honest.
Come here.
Listen, and the features, the cheekbones, the lips, everything natural. Her and Shelly. And so I feel like Huda had to work so hard to get to this mediocre spot that she's in right now. And that pisses her off because these two girls came in here, even with opposition that they're getting right now, they still winning.
Because they like themselves, and that's the difference between them and Huda. Huda's never fundamentally liked Huda.
Yeah.
And that show. That is it's demonstrative in her behavior. It's in how she thinks other people see her. Like she got to call the lady. She got a lot of work to do.
Has to call
I'm
the
not
lady.
judging her. Because this is,
those girls are the scariest
stuff.
girls to me. Those type of girls, like this girl talking to Mariah, and those kind of girls are the scariest girls to me. And I have fallen victim to girls like that. I had a very close friend like that. Erlisha was like that with me, and I always looked at Erlisha as the girl who was like, she had all this fashion. She came into college engaged, like she was just very advanced, but younger than me. She was like a year younger than me, but she was always top tier to me. And come to find out, she must have looked at me in that way because she started to covet things that I had, even my man. You know what I'm saying?
Sabotage.
Like right under my nose and sabotage stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it's just
very
like
messy.
it was very messy, and it's like that jealousy is just get away from me with that. Get away from
me. Insecurity is really the thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think we don't talk about that enough, but that's the danger. We talk about narcissism all the time, but at the root of that, it's often like people not liking themselves.
Exactly. And their fear of rejection.
Yes. And people don't see themselves the way other people see them. Because, I knew Erlisha too. Erlisha had a very natural sort of it girl quality, but it didn't matter if we saw it and she didn't. That's what I'm saying. So because she didn't, she moved a very particular way.
Yeah.
And was very threatened and obviously threatened by people who, like Toya.
I honestly, the vibe that I give, like people be saying like, like Cardi, people love Cardi B, but she's from the Bronx, and I feel like a lot of us are the same in that sense. Even like Amaya, she's from the Bronx too. Like we're just authentically ridiculous people, but just do not care. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't care, and we're very open, very honest, and very loving, and just say. And that has always been my vibe. I was definitely that girl in college, so it was beyond me that somebody like her would be jealous and do things like that and be like, yo, I think he's just talking to you to make you jealous, make me jealous. She would have said some stuff like that to me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
for sure.
Girls are, those type of girls are so scary, and they're not your friend.
Toxic.
That's what Brittany said.
Oh my goodness. Are you ready for the last story?
Yes. Oh my goodness. Let me get some water. Go ahead.
Yes. Hold on.
And you know that I'm toxic.
All right.
That little girl from
last story
is like that too, though. We talk about that later.
Allison.
Yeah.
Allison.
All right. Last story. Am I the asshole for kicking my boyfriend's girl best friend out of my Halloween party because of her costume?
I gotta write this down.
So a woman is writing, her boyfriend has a girl bestie, and she's asking if she's the asshole for kicking this girl out because of her costume. We don't know what it is yet, so we'll see.
Okay.
Hi, everyone. I'll cut to the chase. I, 19-year-old woman, hosted a Halloween party this weekend. I invited my boyfriend, 21, and a bunch of friends, including his girl best friend. We'll call her Agatha.
Oh.
My boyfriend and I planned a joint costume. Peter Pumpkin Eater.
Okay.
If you haven't seen it, if you haven't seen it, the guy wears a shirt that says Peter, and the girl dresses as a pumpkin because, well, you get it. I thought it was funny and cute.
Okay.
The night before the party, Agatha texts me asking what my costume would be. I explained the couple's costume my boyfriend and I planned, and she said she probably would just come as a sexy cat. Fast forward to the party. Everything was going great until Agatha walked in, dressed as a pumpkin.
I knew it.
She walked over and hugged my boyfriend. I swear the room went silent. I was pissed. I pulled her aside and asked why she chose that costume after I told her about our matching one. She brushed it off and said she thought it'd be a better group costume. I told her I didn't think it was funny and asked her to change. I even offered her a spare witch costume. She turned red and started yelling that I couldn't control what she wore. I told her it felt disrespectful to my relationship because it made it seem like she and my boyfriend were the couple. She kept yelling that I needed to lighten up. So I asked her to leave. She stormed out. The vibe of the party shifted and it felt kind of ruined after that. My boyfriend agrees she crossed the line and is planning to cut her off. But now a few of our friends are saying I'm being dramatic and should have just let her stay. So, am I the asshole?
Nope.
Yeah, no,
not for me.
She's not. No, and she's a teenager. Nope. I think it. The older you get, the more you tolerant you are. But at that age, I think I'd have fought her.
Personally,
right? 19. It would have been. We would have been scrapping. That pumpkin would have looked like pumpkin pie by the time I was done with her.
It wouldn't have been too much conversation.
Yeah, she would have been ready for Thanksgiving. It would have been given pumpkin pie. You understand? So at 19, I definitely would have fought her because I also would have been like, "Why? What make her feel so comfortable, boyfriend? Are y'all doing something?" Because then my whole mind would be going a whole lot of places. Like, what makes her feel so comfortable?
So you think this is funny? Is this funny for you?
Okay.
Right.
I would have beat that girl up.
Easily.
At that age, I'm saying. Like, knowing my mentality at 19, she'd have been done for.
And
here's my thing. I think it is very I'm about to say something quite problematic, but I don't mean it to be that way. But like, as soon as I hear girl bestie of the opposite sex, like my eyebrow does the rock thing. You know what I mean?
Especially like 21. Come on.
Yeah.
Be serious.
Yeah, like and I'm not disillusioned. Yes, I do think men and women can have platonic friendships and should. Mm-hmm. However, I just don't know at that age too. I think
it's dicey. It's dicey. I mean, he did say that she crossed the line. And
plans to cut her off.
And he plans to cut her off. Yeah, I doubt he will cut her off because men just don't like that type of confrontation. But to me, it's like that girl is given she likes him.
Very much. And I think, and I have questions also for the quote unquote friends who are saying that she overreacted. Because if I feel like in this situation, let's say it was me and my boyfriend and my boyfriend's girl best friend did something like that, it wouldn't just be me fighting. Toya would be fighting too. You see what I'm saying? Like
that's all the furniture would be I feel like disarray in that house.
Yeah. Furniture moving.
It would have been a different situation. And I would say the same thing for Jay. I can't see a world where someone would do that and Jay would be like, "No, Keia, well, no, it would all of us would be ready to have a conversation."
Yeah.
Especially at 19.
That age. I want to say that. That's what we keep saying at that age. Because at 45, I'm just dialing 911. But at that age, you understand? I would have been really fighting. Like, I would have really been on some, this is crazy. So what I'm going to do is I would have just started taking off my pumpkin.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do is...
a lot of talking.
Yeah. Not a lot of talking.
Because she already she offered old girl an out, right? She was like, all right, girl, you fucked up, but I have an extra costume here. Yes. Change into this witch costume and all is forgiven. Mm-hmm. But no, she wanted to be ornery and was like, well, fuck your costume idea. I think it's better as a group costume.
And she asked her for a reason because it's almost like it was premeditated. Like she was asking her what she was going to wear.
She did it on purpose. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. We had a conversation about this and I told you what it was and you did that so that you could do this. So when I came, like this girl is extending an extreme amount of grace by even proposing her on approaching her on some benefit of the doubt shit. Because at 19, I wouldn't be like, you asked me that, like you planned to do this. This is giving premeditation. And so
what do we have you're trying to embarrass me, sis.
Exactly.
Like, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. So now what I'm going to do is embarrass
took
you.
the air out the whole party.
Yeah.
She took the air out of the whole party and just ruined it for everybody.
Yeah, and then we just embarrass her. Strip that pumpkin up, have her titties all out showing, dragging her across that room.
Dragging.
Pumpkin pie.
A dragging.
Yeah.
So we have an update.
All right.
I like the update.
This is our final update of the final story of today.
Me too.
So, OP writes, well, I have an update.
Okay.
I meant to post one a few months ago, but I really needed time to process the events that occurred after this whole ordeal. I'm glad I waited, though, because you all need to hear this one. Many people pointed out that my boyfriend must be sleeping with Agatha since she went absolutely bonkers for seemingly no reason. I thought since he immediately took my side and blocked her on everything that you were wrong. Well, it was me who was wrong. It turns out that Agatha and my boyfriend had been sleeping together for months.
My God.
And they were just really good at hiding it.
My God.
Until she decided that she didn't want to be his quote-unquote mistress anymore.
Okay.
I found this out when I was at his house and hanging out in his room. He was showering after a workout and I heard this vibrating noise. He had taken his phone and mine was right next to me, so I couldn't figure out what it was. I opened his bedside table drawer and found a second phone.
Ooh, a burner.
My gut told me that something wasn't right. Why would he have a second phone? It didn't take me long to guess his password, and my fears were confirmed.
Dang.
And we always can guess their password.
Because niggas are simple, but
so we always can crack the code. It's never that hard.
The password, as she posts the code in here, the code was 1234.
Mighty God. I was going to say 0123. But
let me tell you, my ex, his was 5555. And I was like, you know what?
Simple.
Smart. So there was a missed call from Agatha.
Okay, good.
I looked through the messages and found out the truth. Not only had they been sleeping together, she recently found out that she was pregnant.
Nice.
She was trying to force his hand. Oh, this was the reason she pulled the stunt on Halloween. She was trying to force his hand. I also saw that he was messaging other girls as well.
Of course.
I was completely devastated. After his shower, he found me grabbing all of my belongings and putting them in a bag. He asked why I was leaving, and I told him because we were finished. I threw his phone on the bed, and he looked like he was going to vomit. He started pleading to hear him out, but I didn't want to hear it. He could have all those other girls. I didn't want him anymore. He followed me out of the house, shaking and crying. He even followed me all the way out to my car, trying to block my path.
You want to cry?
I went over the grass around him and didn't look back. He sent me a long message about how he never wanted to hurt me and that he wanted me back and how he was using his work phone to text all these women so I wouldn't find out. That was really helpful.
Okay, he's a psycho.
I sent his boss a nice little message about how company property was being misused, and I saw on LinkedIn he no longer works for that company anymore. He is blocked on everything now.
Leverage.
And I hope him and Agatha have a magical life with their baby.
Ooh.
Oh, I heard through the grapevine that he got another woman pregnant too. I'm glad I dodged that bullet.
Amen. Give him praise.
As for me, I'm currently in therapy working on my trust issues and learning how to love myself again after this situation.
Yes, girl.
I've been putting myself out there again and have cut contact with anyone who knew what was happening behind my back.
There you go.
I love
Why
that.
even bring her in as the best friend? Why not just keep her a secret? See, that's what I don't understand. People be going, you give people an inch, they take a yard. Now, why would he even bring her in as the best friend if you already knew you were sleeping with her? That is what's crazy to me. It's like, so you really intentionally want to hurt me? Like, you're really trying to play this game with me? What?
Yeah.
I'm always blown away by the wave of emotion that comes upon getting caught in the mess.
Oh my God.
As if you were not aware and curating the mess.
Because they are
act
losing.
Like they survived open heart surgery and shit.
Because they're
like,
losing.
You're the one
they don't want to lose.
He saw the phone and looked like he wanted to vomit. Wow, that's so fascinating because all the things in the phone are things that he put there. So
that makes me want to vomit. You understand?
Exactly.
Like, yo, it's crazy.
wild,
and they don't want to lose.
Wild.
They never want to lose. And they're going to do whatever they can not to lose. That's what's crazy.
Got 2 women pregnant, still begging her to stay. Like, for what?
Yeah, to control and lose. And not lose, rather. That's crazy. I mean, well, then that's why she really should have beat that girl up.
I mean, and the baby.
And the baby.
It would have did both of them a favor. Honestly.
The baby would have caught the stray.
Because the baby's like, now how did I get in it?
How did I get in it?
Now why am I?
You see how they put me in it?
Happy holidays again, everybody. So today there is, after the holiday hoopla, it's time for some negativity. Everybody was cheery and fa la 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 la, or if you watch A Christmas Story, fa ra 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 ra. And so it's time to get a little negative. And so, if you're not on Reddit is a hellscape, yes, but there are some gems there. And we decided to do a deep dive where people who have children and the stories of them hating their children. So a lot of these could be found on Am I the Asshole, Am I the Devil, which is the Reddit above Am I the Asshole, because that shows how evil you are. There's Get Off My Chest, where you're just ranting. So they're everywhere. So buckle in. There's some high drums, okay?
All right.
It's not title. I hate my kids. It's not my first rant, and it won't be my last. I just genuinely hate motherhood. I hate my kids. I mean, I love them because they're my kids, but I hate them because they've made my life miserable. I wanted a family. I planned all my kids, I have 3, and I was fine with the sleepless nights and the mess and chaos and craziness for the last several years. In the last few years, though, I'm just done. I'm over it. Thing is, they're all autistic. No, she evil. Not severely by any means, but autism does have to be severe to make your life miserable. And that's what happened. Nothing's ever okay. There's always a problem, always a sensory issue or something. Do something to help fix one kid's issue and it triggers another issue. It triggers an issue for another one. I'm over it. I hate it. I hate my life. I could handle the chaos and mess and craziness if there was even one redeeming thing about being their mother, but there's not.
Oh my God.
Can't go on family outings or activities because autism. Have to stick to a strict schedule because autism. No spur of the moment. Hey, why don't we go here or do this?
Oh
nope,
my God.
Because autism. I know. I regret having them. I miss having time with my husband. I miss having freedom. Not total freedom. Like I said, I wanted a family and I pictured having fun doing things as a family, but that's not how things panned out, and I'm miserable. Every day I wake up pissed off that I woke up.
Damn.
If there was someone that would take them all together, no one will take more than one at a time for an overnight or a weekend every now and then. Maybe I'd be okay. But nope, because autism. I'm at a point that if I could find someone else to raise them, I would, because they deserve someone to raise them with love and compassion, and I can't offer them that. It's not their fault. I know that. But it doesn't change the hate that I've developed.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. This type of episode is going to be...
Oh, my gosh.
Now, I'm going to be honest. These are valid. This is a valid emotion because raising a special needs child is hard.
No, it is. Raising a child is hard, and so you add the additional element of special needs. There's a level of patience that you definitely have to have in general, but also, girl, also.
What part of this made you think that any of this was going to be easy and fun?
Like you planned this very step-by-step Family Matters ass fucking life for yourself, not considering the fact that you literally have zero control over the types of humans you were going to birth. It could not be autism. You could have a child who feels nothing and hates your fucking guts just because. Like, you can have a child with all kinds of things going on, and you didn't consider that. You said my family is going to look like. You put an expectation out there that is completely unrealistic.
Mm-hmm. And where's your husband in all of this? Is he Is he providing any type of like support for you? Because it seems like you're taking the brunt of this, which is even fueling
sound like
more
she's drained as fuck. Is what it sounds like.
Yeah, and 3 kids is a lot. I get it, and and them all having autism, yes, is a possibility, but something tells me that I don't know if that's true. I feel like a lot of times, if you assume one has one, then people are like, no, they all have it too, because you're just so strained and stressed out, you haven't even taken the time. You know what I mean? Like, I also think people aren't necessarily doing their due diligence to actually communicate with their children.
No, not at all, nigga. Like and that's a job. Like you need to do that if you're gonna. It's a relationship, nigga. Like, yeah. What do you do to develop relationships? It, like you said, it sounds like what is your husband doing? Because it sounds to me like your resentment might be misplaced if you are this burnt out. Unless it's both of y'all burnt out together and you're just like, nah, like dead ass, I hate this shit. Which you can't make somebody love parenthood.
No.
Goddamn. Goddamn. She said, if I could find somebody to take all these niggas, I absolutely would. That is crazy. And I'm sorry. Yeah. That is crazy. That is crazy. Yeah. I've never heard anybody who was like this fuck this shit. Like,
they just sad.
God damn. Well, the next one is very short.
Okay.
Concise and to the point. The title, You'll Miss Them When They're Little. Honestly, I don't give a shit. I prefer to have my time back. Story done.
Reclaim your time, King. I know a man wrote that.
It could be a woman.
I don't give a shit. I want my time back. I want to go play golf.
I want my club body back, bitch. Like, I'm ready to studio
That's
fit that
what
bar.
I forgot.
What?
So I forgot to tell you a few weeks ago what I did. Because this is December. Yeah, I forgot to tell you what happened to me on November 19th. Total stop this. Because this is all relevant.
Okay.
I hate my kids. Hold on. And then, so, you know how sometimes I feel like I'm Jane Goodall? And I have to, like, roam through habitats and, like, document and discover things?
Yeah.
So, my curiosity and my peak of like sociological interest got me. Mm-hmm. And I spent 2 days watching baddies.
Now, we collectively agreed.
Yeah. But this is all related to the Reddit story.
Okay.
Now,
wait, hold on, pause. I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. Baddies is the one. Baddies is on the network with the nigga with the dead eyes.
Yes, Zeus. This is Natalie Chin.
Okay.
Natalie Nunn's faction of the internet.
This is the show where when they went to a restaurant, a black-owned restaurant, the nigga said, absolutely not, y'all can't come in. Mm-hmm. Wait, okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm caught up. Who's on this show?
Fight in this. Well, it's a traveling circus, right? So there's baddies, and then they audition in each city. So it's literally Bad Girls Club, but they've changed it a bit and added competition.
Auntie edition.
Yeah, because there's baddies West, there's baddies East, baddies South, and I'm currently watching Baddies Midwest.
No, that sounds...
Now, the
where's
reason
that in
why
Indiana?
I chose... Well, they go on tour because in the first episode, they went to Oklahoma. And this is where the Reddit story comes in. Because they go to Oklahoma to see Krishan. Now, you remember Krishan is Blueface's baby mom.
Oh, Tooth.
Krishan Rock.
Yeah,
right.
Tooth.
Now, Krishan was on Baddies, but she had to leave because two things. One is more important than the other, but she became a mother, and then she got arrested and had to do time. I'll let you decide to her which one was more important. So then...
The juxtaposition.
Because it's important to the story.
Okay.
So they go, it's Natalie Nunn and a whole bunch of other people, women, they're all going on a trip. Like, they're just touring the Midwest, picking up bitches and fighting and clubbing and being baddies. So they get to Oklahoma because they go to visit Krishan.
Okay.
Now, Krishan's sister is on the show. And apparently, Krishan and her sister had a falling out. I don't know the lore of the history of this show, so I'm just walking in. So Krishan is in there. Mind you, the baby got fetal alcohol syndrome, and I'll get to that in a second. And so Krishan's sister is like, she's been spreading rumors and lies about me and what's going on and yada, yada, yada. So they finally have a sit down. I'm cutting a whole bunch of stuff out.
Okay.
Krishan... she gaslights and stuff like her baby daddy or whatever, but then she just casually lets it slip out at the very end of the episode that her sister, come here, mommy, come take care of me. Like, come here, precious, come take care of me. You get what I'm stepping in? That was her sister S.A.'d Krishan.
Oh, no.
And that's why. And then ended it. But then the retaliation was, I don't know what you're talking about. And then her sister was like, girl, you drank your entire pregnancy. And production was crazy because they went back and showed every time this bitch was drinking while pregnant.
See, this is why I said that motherfucking nigga is dead inside.
I'm telling you.
He needs to be you put down. Where's my downfall list? Because I need to officially. Where are you at? Let me. Terrence Fontaine.
There's a town in California named Gilroy, and it's the garlic capital of the world. They should all live there because that is demon. That is inhumane. That is like, why would you air that shit? Like, America has a problem, and we all know there's racism that's a problem and all that good stuff, but there's also some shit, diabolical shit here.
The dead eyes from Zeus. Yeah.
And I know you Googled that exact thing.
No. I just put him on my downfall list.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yes, I had to tell you that. Like, I have more thoughts about baddies, but that was the main thing. I was like,
so, okay, wait. God. Okay, rewind. I just need clarification. So who sat down with Christian?
Her sister.
Her sister sat down with her to talk about
some rumors that were going around her to heal their relationship. And nobody understood why they...
because her sister essayed her in the past.
Because Krishan had her sister jumped last season.
Okay.
I don't know why. Again, don't know the lore.
Okay.
However, episode 1 of this new season of Baddies Midwest that premiered maybe 3 weeks ago, they had to sit down. Her sister, Tedeschi, whatever. Latifah's her real name.
Okay.
Latifah and Christian had to sit down.
Okay.
And they tried to hash it out. Krishan didn't really give it into anything for most of it until the very end of the episode where she was like, yeah, when I was 7 on Crenshaw, you made me eat your pussy. Right.
And her sister's older than her, clearly.
And Latifah, her sister, was like, bitch, what are you talking about? Like, that's defaming me and my character. But the way she said it, Krishan said it, I was like, I believe it.
Oh.
And then it went on to her sister Latifah talking about every time that she was drinking while pregnant. And then you see the little baby because they blurred the baby's face out, and you could tell the baby is...
I'm surprised they do that.
...is unwell. Like, you can tell the baby is unwell.
The parents, those parents,
like that child, and there's pictures out there of that child out there without the blur. That child definitely has fetal alcohol syndrome.
Oh my word!
So, yeah, but I watched Baddies Midwest because curiosity definitely killed the cat. You know.
Yeah.
But we should take a break.
yeah. We need to reset because I'm spinning,
I'm
nigga. I'm spinning.
Let's take a break and we'll be back after this. Hit it, Claude. And we're back.
Mm-hmm.
I hate my kids. Is today's theme.
Now I see why you told me that story. Yeah, that lady. And I don't even think that she hates that baby. I just think, what the fuck kind of childhood did y'all have? Like, and this is not.
Anybody who shows up on these type of programs lets me know that somebody has been in a group home. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Half of them been in a group home and half of them had the fantasy of being in a group home.
Do the young people know about being in a group home?
Yes, nigga. Like,
listen, I've never lived in one, but I worked with people to, get them in there when it wasn't safe.
There will always be orphans. As long as there's humans, because humans are fucked up rotten, there will always be orphans.
Yeah.
That's
true.
That's just
always
the fuck.
Be
so there's always going to be a group home of sorts because there's not enough niggas to take all of the children that need to be took.
Yeah. I was watching House Hunters and there was this white family who was buying a home and it was literally like a whole like resort that they were trying to buy because they wanted to house like 8 to 9 children. As foster parents. And so they end up like buying like this like old resort in Maine somewhere and rented it out because you have to like each child has to have their own room.
Yeah, there's like very strict rules.
And so they did it. It was so interesting.
What was their spirits like?
I don't know. I can't recall that, but I just thought it was interesting that they were doing they wanted to have this many children.
Yeah, that's what I'm like.
Also to add to this idea of like, yes, there are orphan children are everywhere and they need a place. Yeah.
But white people want to jump on a plane and go adopt a whole bunch of babies from China or Ghana. You know what I'm saying? And come back over here as if there's not 9 million people in this country that need to be adopted as well.
Yeah. You ready for next story?
I don't know. I don't know. After that bitch was like, fuck motherhood. I hate pregnancy. I hate kids. I hate mine. I hate my house. Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Oof, goodness. Okay. Title 2. I hate my kid. I was on the fence about having kids. Wife and I have been together for 10 years and she always wanted them, but I knew I was undecided. To be honest, I was probably always more on the no kids side more than anything. Either way, she knew my feelings. We'd talked about it. But we're crazy about each other and always have been. We get married and have a baby talk again, and a few years later... we get married and have the baby talk again a few years later. She basically says she's gonna leave me to find someone who does want kids if I don't. So we start trying. I didn't react the best when I found out she was pregnant. Think I was really hoping it wouldn't happen because we were both mid-30s. I hate him. I hate the way he looks, the way he smells, the fucking crying that's non-fucking stop. I hate the smell of formula. I hate the smell of his piss. I hate all his shit just lying around the house. I try to keep the place tidy, but fuck knows how it gets so bad. Don't get me wrong. I really fucking tried with this. I've gone full dad mode with the 3 a.m. feeds and nappy changes and doing my bit as a dad, but nothing I do seems to change how I feel. Oh, these are British people. I just hate being around him. I feel like I have no emotional attachment to him. I don't look at him and think, oh, that's my son. I just think, oh, fuck off. And he's probably picking up on that because he doesn't smile at me, doesn't really react to anything I do while he's all happy and smiley with his mom. I feel like a slave now because I do all the cooking, most of the cleaning, and I work while she just carries him around and doesn't really have time for me.
Oh, he's horny.
Everything has just gone to shit since he was born, and I hate him for it. I know I shouldn't because he's biologically mine, and it's not his fault, and honestly, I really hate that I feel this way. I don't want to feel this way, but I can't help it. I've tried to distract myself from feeling this way by cutting myself, and when my wife caught me, she went crazy at me.
Oh my God.
I don't have the best mental health history, and all this has just made it worse. I want to stop feeling the way I do, but genuinely don't know how to. The wife knows how I feel, and I think she just keeps out of my way to avoid any bad energy or me having to be around the kid. But it's not a big house, so it's hard. I just dread coming home at the end of the day now, and I'm having thoughts I shouldn't be having. I was laying on the sofa last night, wondering how long I could leave the gas stove on before I die.
Oh my God.
I'm fucking depressed as shit, and I hate it. Love my wife, hate my kid.
That nigga said, I hate my gums. I hate my kids' gums because they black. I hate his keys because they black. I hate my kids so much. I'm willing to end my life on this planet so I don't have to share it with this nigga because
no
this
more.
giggling,
that's crazy.
innocent child. I'm sorry.
I told you, these are so fucked up, but I laugh because I'm like, well, maybe you should.
No,
hate this nigga that much.
You need to leave them both to their own. You need to leave them alone. Like you gotta leave them alone. Like you need to go put on a backpack and head to Asia and go find yourself or whatever the case is, because this ain't the life for you. And the other conversation about this is, when y'all get in relationships, these like earth-shaking foundational differences. Like if you are dead the fuck set, you don't want kids, and another person is dead the fuck set that they do, both of you all need to count your motherfucking blessings and losses, shake hands, and part the fuck ways, because somebody's gonna be resentful later. And now you're sitting over here seething at an 8-month-old and
pissed like it fucking fucked your bitch, but
right.
It's like no,
it's like kicking cans of Enfamil, like just
I hate the way formula smell. I hate the way
like literally
hate everything.
This nigga probably be putting boxes of diapers in the house, like just kicking them over, like, oh, fuck this nigga. And this nigga is literally just starting Solid Foods. Like that's that's crazy.
Literally watching Bluey.
Okay.
And you
just and you're over here like
downfall. Thinking of ways to make this nigga's life miserable when the time comes.
And also,
you have to leave.
You need to go. And on the other side, the mother, she needs to put you out. You know what I'm saying? You're not, and y'all need to start talking to each other about your shit before you start procreating and shit. You know what I'm saying? This nigga just said, I'm cutting myself to get away from a kid who is still sucking off the titty. This is dangerously horny. Is what this is.
And she should have left him when she was like, I'll find somebody who will. Okay. And he should have stayed on business. Like, yeah, you hate being lonely and hate breaking up because it's such a process. But like, listen, the implications. Look at your life now.
Yeah.
You want to kill yourself. That's some real James Evans shit. Like, I am going to die so I don't have to deal with this anymore.
You're going to ruin this kid's life with your nasty ass fucking energy for the rest of your days because you hate them. You need to go off somewhere and go find some healing. That's what you need to do. You need to go off somewhere and you need to go to the store for some cigarettes. That's what you need to do. You need to go to the store for some cigarettes. Or like, what's that show I watch? Who the Fuck Did I Marry? When this lady was married to this nigga for years, kids, all kinds of shit, and found out this nigga was a Cuban, a motherfucking a Cuban double agent. I'm like,
that's crazy.
Found this nigga literally one day she came home and this nigga's stuff was gone. Out the top.
Oh, yes, you told me. Yes. I remember this. Like, that was a wild...
She was like, where the fuck? And found out this nigga is literally out, like, capturing immigrants in the ocean. And
had no ties to her. He was like, no.
No, I'm good. Cool. That's what you need to do. You need to cut ties.
Yeah.
Okay, well, give me another one, because you clearly, you brought the broth. Can't you weather the storm of this episode? You brought the rain, nigga.
I have two more stories, and I'm going to read them both to you.
Okay.
One's a real doozy. Well, they both are.
More than what we already...
But, oh, yes. I've organized them where they progressively get worse.
What? We just read Fathers of Euphoria. Why? Oh, my God.
Listen, I've organized this like Jeff Probst on Survivor. Like, let me count the votes, okay?
And you got me out here with no flint, nigga. I am just barely surviving off of ocean salt. Like, this is... Okay.
Exactly.
Ooh, let me brace myself. All right.
Ooh. Okay. I hate my son. Okay. I hate my son with every fiber of my being, and I don't feel bad about it anymore. I know this makes me sound like the worst father in the world, but I'm past the point of caring.
Oh my God.
I absolutely hate my son. And no, this isn't just me being upset over some typical teenage rebellion or argument gone too far. He's 21 now, and I can confidently say he is just a terrible person. Now, I gotta be honest, at some point as a parent, you do realize that it's above me now. Like, I did what I could do. Now, how they interpreted that information is beyond me.
Right. Okay. You know, mothers be like, again, I told you before, the nigga stole my refrigerator, but my love is endless. Sometimes you have got to know when to cut ties. Okay. I'm listening.
Know when to fold them, okay? It started young. He was always the kid who picked on others. Oh, see, the kid had bad vibes already.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'll never forget when he broke a classmate's arm on the playground in 3rd grade on purpose. The school had to get involved, and even then, he just didn't care. No remorse, no apology. I thought it was just a phase or something he'd grow out of, but it only got worse. Fast forward to his teenage years, he started stealing. Not just little things like a few bucks from my wallet, but serious stuff. Last year, he somehow got into our bank account and drained our savings. Thousands of dollars gone, and he used it all on drinking, gambling, and who knows what else. We found out when the bank called us about suspicious activity, and when I confronted him, he just shrugged. No apology, no explanation. He didn't even try to deny it. He just doesn't care. All right. Put him down.
I can't do.
He's cheated on every girl he's ever dated and then has the audacity to laugh about it like it's some kind of joke. He disrespects everyone around him. When he doesn't get his way, he throws tantrums. He's punched holes in walls and smashed things in the house, and once even threatened to hit me. I've had to walk on eggshells in my own home for years now, just waiting for the next explosion. His presence is like this dark, toxic cloud that sucks the life out of everyone. We've tried everything. Therapy, family interventions, tough love, soft love, everything. Not exorcism. None of it has worked. And at this point, I'm exhausted. I don't even recognize him anymore. And honestly, I don't want him around. I can't believe I'm saying this, but it's the truth. I don't want anything to do with him anymore. I'm just done. I don't feel guilty about it either. Not anymore. You can't fix someone who doesn't want to be fixed. TLDR, my 21-year-old son is manipulative, violent, and has no empathy. He's stolen from us, drained our savings, and shows no remorse for any of it. I'm tired and I don't want him in my life anymore, and I don't feel guilty about it. Edit. I'm planning on kicking him out and have a talk with him about why it's happening. He needs to face the reality of his actions. Edit 2. I finally kicked my son out, and I ended up reporting him too. I won't go into details, it's just too painful. Honestly, I feel both relieved and lost. It feels like a weight has lifted, but I'm completely drained from everything that's happened. I never thought I'd reach this point, but thanks to everyone who offered advice, it really helped me find the strength to take action, even though I'm still unsure about what's next. Just trying to get through each day. Whoa.
I'm no Dr. Joy, but I'm sensing a bit of maybe a narcissistic personality disorder.
Absolutely. Absolutely. There is sociopathic sociopathic isn't the term anymore, but there's literally psychotic breaks that you see in the story the way he wrote it.
Yeah,
him disassociating, his no remorse or empathy or like.
Sir, this is your fault because you
had to
y'all be letting problems go on too long. Too long. 21. And you were raising the good son for 20. And then when he said, I'm planning to kick him out the house, why is he still there?
And he eventually did. This is like an episode on Chicago Med where, and I only remember this because Estapatha Merkerston had to step in. So like, so there was this kid who was like sick and dying in the hospital, and they all thought it was like the daddy who was like the abuser or whatever, because the wife was all skittish and scared and acting like she was abused and whatever the fuck. Turns out it was the other 7-year-old son who was a fucking demon spawn.
Macaulay
Culkin. He tried to kill his brother and tried to kill his mama. And the daddy was not because he was abusive, because he was trying to protect his son. I was like, that's crazy. Sometimes like that tweet said, sometimes kids have bad vibes.
Sometimes the kid got bad vibes. Because at first I was like, oh, he's a bully? What's he experiencing? But then this kid was just born with bad vibes. Like, this kid is Rosemary's Baby. This is the Omen. You know what I'm saying? And you recognize the problem early, but you just let it continue.
You let it continue. Mm-hmm. And yeah, first of all, and then your kid being your biggest op, draining your savings, like that's
nigga, I got a
furniture moving.
I got a relative. When I tell you, this nigga has wreaked havoc all over the place, including he had an old girlfriend at a time. And when we all found about this old girlfriend, we were like, oh, he's about to, yeah. And lo and behold, this nigga drained her whole fucking account. And then, about a year later, she went on to wherever she went on to. Spiritually. And yeah. Sometimes you got, in this particular, like this was one of them kids that they let the problem go on too long.
Yeah. Let's take a break.
This is terrible.
For our final story.
Oh my God.
Hit it, Claude.
It's a dark ass episode.
I know, I'm excited. It's good. Are you ready?
Yeah.
This is a long one, so I said strap in.
Okay.
This one is titled, I Hate My Daughter.
Diversity.
Yeah. I know this will make me seem bad and all, but above all, I really just need a place to vent. This comes from the True Off My Chest Reddit, by the way.
Okay.
Subreddit, excuse me. I can't talk about it with my friends or family, nor do I really want to. I'm 27, and I've had a friends with benefits situation with a guy I went to college with. Let's call him Mark. We were both young and not ready for a relationship. Then I got pregnant. I told Mark about it since I wanted to discuss our options. abortion, adoption, or even giving him custody if he wanted to. I never wanted kids, so I'd be fine with any compromise. However, Mark didn't take it well. I remember him insisting we could make it work, especially since we were both in our last year of college. He wanted to get married and for us to be a family. I refused. He got his family involved. They called and texted me all the time, even showing up at my part-time job. I know I have no one to blame but myself, but I gave up. I had too many things going on at that time, like the loss of my mother, the stress with the rest of the family, and some stuff going on with my best friend that I won't get into. I remember feeling horrible, but I relented and agreed to keep the baby, although I still refused to get married to Mark. Now we have a 5-year-old daughter together. I'm a mess. I never wanted to have kids, and although I'm trying, I can't feel any motherly love for her. What makes it worse is that she's genuinely a good kid. She doesn't throw tantrums much at all. She's always kind, and she doesn't expect much. I feel guilty for hating her. I feel bad all the time. I only get to have her on the weekends, and Mark has her every other day, but that doesn't make me feel better. She talks about wanting to see me and her dad together, but I just can't. I screamed at her once when she drew a little picture of me and Mark holding hands. I apologized after, but I still felt so guilty. I don't know what I'm doing. I just need to write everything down and get it off my chest. I know I'm a bad mother, I know it. Yeah. But I don't know how to be better. I don't know if I want to be better. I just want to give up my parental rights, but even the thought makes me feel even worse. I'm stuck in a hell of my own making. I know I should have fought harder and probably just aborted her. Damn me for being weak, I guess.
Oh my God. No, damn you for being weak now, bitch. Let this child go. This pleasant ray of sunshine that you are about to fucking ruin with your all of your own shit. Let this child motherfucking go. Let her fucking go. Like and listen, it's not your fault for how you feel. But do not be sitting up here talking about I feel guilty if I let her. No, let her go, nigga. She is going to thrive. It is going to be the best thing that ever happened for her.
Yeah. Like, this is about to sound, people have called me a misandrist, which I think is stupid because I am a man and I identify as one. But I recognize our shortcomings as men, right?
Yeah.
But
you're a realist.
When it comes to reproductive rights and things, I do think, yes, you can consult the father of the child and whatever, but it's ultimately your body.
Hello.
Like, your health, your psychological and social experience, right? Because at the end of the day, the man can leave and not necessarily be looked on as an aberration or anything wrong or whatever. But when a woman abandons their kids, or even as the non-custodial parent, because there's women out there who are the breadwinners and just aren't the custodial parent, and even that, riddled with opposition. Like, how can you be a good mother if you're blah 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 blah? I feel like you would be the best mother to this little girl if you left.
I think the little girl she must look like a daddy. Because I really think she hates the daddy with her whole ass. Like, I think she hates his fucking guts, and that kid looks like her daddy. That's what I think.
Update.
Oh. Okay.
Some things have happened, and I need to write them down. Maybe even get some insight. I'll call my daughter Abby for the sake of this post. I ended up telling Mark about my desire to change the custody arrangement and maybe even removing my parental rights. Many people here agreed that it's the best choice for both me and for Abby.
Yeah, bitch.
He didn't take it well and actually texted me about it through the week. He insisted we could work out whatever was bothering me. We agreed a while ago that texting is okay, but calls are for emergencies only. So when he called me on Friday evening and pleaded with me to come see Abby, I agreed. This is what I really need to talk about. I've seen Abby cry before, but this was something else. She had a complete meltdown, screaming and crying once I got there. She just clung to my leg and screamed at me not to leave her. Why did I want to leave her? What did she do wrong? I cried. I was honestly horrified with how badly she reacted. Mark's mom ended up telling Abby that I was planning on leaving her and she's not going to come to my house this weekend. I had to take Abby to my place sooner than expected, and Mark actually spent the night over as well. He said he's too concerned with Abby and me to leave us alone. I'm completely lost. Even with the way I said that I want to give up my parental rights, I just can't do it now. The image of Abby crying and pleading with me not to leave is just stuck in my mind. I feel hopeless about the entire situation. Currently, I'm lying with Abby on the couch and she's watching TV. She hasn't really left my side since yesterday. I'm used to her pointing at the TV while talking about her favorite characters of what cartoon is on. Right now, she's just laying by my side and staying quiet. I can hear Mark moving around in the kitchen. He called in sick to work and said he's staying here for the weekend. I have no idea what to do, and I'm sorry, but I no longer want to leave Abby, but that's not an option anymore. Edit. I'd just like to edit and ask for some suggestions about online therapy. Mark is already looking as therapist for Abby in the area, but I'd like some individual therapy I could attend online.
Okay, yeah, she got some issues.
She does. She, first of all, his family is weird and violent, emotionally violent, because why would you tell that baby that? Your mommy is not going to come anymore. She doesn't want you. So clearly she's going to be like clingy and whatever, and you are weaponizing that so you can, so your son, because why is he over there, sleeping over?
The father is the problem.
Yeah, he's the father because he wants to con her into a relationship that she doesn't want. She didn't want this relationship, and now he's got his weird mama, on his side.
It's not. She might. The relationship probably was very unhealthy.
It was just a fuck with friends with benefits situation, and he tried to make it a thing. This also lets me know he might be ugly, and he trying to lock it down.
This is a reverse trap.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he did. He poked a hole in the condom.
Mm-hmm.
This lady is trapped, and she doesn't blame the child.
That's what I appreciate. None of these people, except for that one who's the demon child. Yeah, y'all got to report him. Call the law. But everyone else, they've been like
that British nigga needs to eat a bad batch of beans or something.
Well, I meant in the sense of like the children have not been the problem, except for that one who stole from the family.
These are all unwell, very sick people. That's what happened. You see, this is why niggas talk about legacy and lineage and all types of things.
Boo.
Cut some of these lines right the fuck off, okay? Cut them off, because you all are spreading your sepsis, okay? Your colostomy bags are busting all over humanity, and we'd be better off. We would be better off. Don't put me... Get him out of here. Now, the nigga with the 21-year-old demon.
Yeah, y'all got to put that one down.
That's cutting the line in a different way.
You better call the constable wherever y'all live.
Right. Because this nigga's coming to light your house on fire. You put him out and you're still in the same space. You are not safe, sir.
He'll get a burrito bowl out of a cat. Like, you know what I mean? Like y'all got to leave him.
I told you I've been watching United States of Terror. He like that little feral one that came later on. Just you can't do nothing with that. You got to put it down. You got to put that down.
Yeah.
No. The point of this entire episode is legacy means nothing. Like cut some of this shit off at the knees. Yeah, that's my takeaway.
Well. That's today's episode.
I pray the peace of all of these children, except for that one.
Except for that one.
Yeah.
Until next time, friends. Bye.
What a terrible episode.
I loved it. Thanksgiving Reddit stories. Some of these are very trifling. I kind of skim through them, so I don't really know what happens in them. Okay. So let us dive in. Am I the for ruining Thanksgiving? I, a 30-year-old woman, met my boyfriend, 30-year-old man, 3 years ago. Before me, he was with his high school sweetheart. They fell out of love and broke up. A year later, we started dating. His mom, however, was still heartbroken about it. I was very understanding and thought she just needed time to get to know me. The ex basically grew up with them and they saw her as part of the family. For the first year of my relationship, his mom would call me by the ex's name, until my boyfriend got angry once and told her to be nice. She laughed it off and said it was just a habit. After that, she started calling me the wrong name, Janet instead of Jenny. Fictional names just for the story. I corrected her a couple of times, but she seemed to enjoy hurting me, so I eventually ignored it. My boyfriend has 2 sisters. A couple of weeks before Thanksgiving, we were invited to a barbecue at the older sister's house. I was in the kitchen with my boyfriend's mom, the sisters, and one of their husbands. The older sister talked about how my boyfriend praised my cooking to her husband, and the mom was listening. She then said out loud, "Sure, why don't we let Janet make the turkey this year?" The sisters giggled and looked at each other. I said, "That's a great idea." I didn't tell my boyfriend what happened. So on Thanksgiving, we went to his mom's house with the usual wine and dessert. She was shocked. Everybody was shocked. "What?" I said, "What? I thought Janet is bringing the turkey." There was yelling, crying, and then we got kicked out. My boyfriend is so angry with me, he hasn't talked to me since. I think it's over, to be honest. But I still don't think I did anything wrong. Did I? So for clarification, the mama is being a bi and kept calling her the wrong name.
Yeah, she's very Tony Childs about it.
So she said, well, Janet, her name is Jenny. The writer's name is Jenny. So she said Janet can do the turkey. So since Janet don't exist, Janet was supposed to bring the turkey. I'm not Janet, I'm Jenny. So I'm not supposed to bring the turkey.
Right.
So, there's an update for a little bit more clarification.
Okay.
Hi, everyone. I don't know how to start this, but wow, I did not expect this amount of support. Thank you for saying I wasn't the I'll answer some questions before the update. If you're not interested, skip to the last paragraph. Okay. Thanksgiving is usually held at my mother-in-law's or the eldest daughter's house because they have the biggest dining rooms. It's usually the same people bringing the same dishes, and it has been like this for years. Mother-in-law is in charge of the turkey, my boyfriend brings dessert, etc. I don't know if they call each other to check up. I had been to one before with my boyfriend and we brought dessert. Mother-in-law and I have no direct contact. If you saw my text conversation with her, it looks like I'm that creep who slides into your DMs every now and then with a hi, except I send congratulations on birthdays or Christmas, Easter greetings. She never talked to or about me, not even with my boyfriend, and even if I was in the same room, she would talk about me in the third person. At the barbecue, her main issue was that my sister-in-law and her husband were discussing my cooking in a positive way and saying they wanted me to invite them to dinner sometime. My mother-in-law got triggered, and that started what went down. So even if it sounded weird to many here, it wasn't really weird if you know her. So at Thanksgiving, only the ones who knew about, quote-unquote, Janet understood what was going on. The sister-in-law, father-in-law, etc. The rest were just confused and horrified. My boyfriend was confused and angry with his mom for wanting to kick me out and told her he was leaving too. I live 5 minutes away. That was all the time I had to explain. He got really pissed, dropped me off, and drove away. I had no idea what he did afterwards or how the rest of the family celebrated. I ordered in and watched the Wheel of Time. I texted him apologizing both that night and the next day and tried calling over the weekend without success. So
his mother's the problem. His mother's the
his mother is a complete And it also sounds like I don't know what he did with his family. It sounds like he's really into her because he kept defending his girlfriend. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And like he left with her.
I don't think that girl would have been a problem if the mother wasn't a dick.
Mm-mm.
So that's the root of everything.
Yeah. Now, is she a little bit of an asshole for not bringing the turkey? Kinda. But is it warranted?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was an asshole on purpose. That's different.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Like
this was intentional
like you would have but it was with the best intention.
Exactly. Like, I'm going to teach you a lesson. I'm going to ruin this holiday and the one dish that's supposed to be the center dish because you decided that you didn't put enough respect on me to give me the right name.
Well, I have another one that's actually very everybody can relate to this at some point. So the next one is one that will resonate with a lot of folks.
Mm-hmm.
Am I the for not going to Thanksgiving because I know I'll be stuck being the babysitter? Been there.
Mm-hmm.
I, 22-year-old woman, am the youngest cousin in the family by a lot. In parentheses, she writes, I was surprised / mistake.
Mm-hmm.
All my older cousins have kids. Every Thanksgiving we go to my aunt's house. My cousins put their kids in the playroom and start drinking, and I get stuck watching them all day. Anytime one cries, needs the bathroom, or they start fighting, I'm the one who gets stuck dealing with it. They also seat me at the kids' table. I complain to my mom every year, and she just tells me it's not like that, and asks if it's a big deal to give the parents just the day off. I don't look forward to Thanksgiving anymore because it happens every year. My boyfriend invited me to his family's Thanksgiving this year, and I decided to go. I told my mom, and she is flipping out. Told me it will break her heart not to have me there, and everyone will miss me. I just want to enjoy Thanksgiving this year. So, am I the
No. Not at all. Not at all. How old is she? Not that
22.
matters at all. No. The 22-year-olds in the family, I don't even expect them to be there long. You know what I'm saying? I expect them to show face and go on about their business. I know when we were 22, we were eating, and then we were going out. Now, I know they don't go out like that, but go do something else. Go hang out with your friends. Yeah, you're not your family is that. They're not being intentional, but they are.
No, yeah, they're totally being and, like, I see that. Like, how family could be manipulative in that way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know for a fact, like, in my family, a lot of times, like, my other cousin gets, like, shafted in the stick because it's, like, she has, like, the motherly type of presence type of thing, so she kind of got stuck in that, you know, she'll look out for you, that kind of thing, and that's not fair.
Yeah.
You know, I've always been and, like, to your point, like, yeah, a lot of young people, 20-year-olds, they just leave.
Yeah, they're not even there like that.
Yeah. I barely went home for Thanksgiving, honestly. When I was in my 20s, I think I went home maybe like once or twice. Because, it was so difficult to go home back and forth.
I've always cooked.
Yeah, I was at your house more than anything for most of my 20s. So I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I don't.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. No, you're not the 22-year-old. And them seeing her at the kids' table is fucked up.
Yeah, it is.
I didn't even realize we still had kids' tables. I mean, I'm kind of glad we do because, just keep some things, I guess. But I don't know who have houses big enough to have kids' tables. Right. Truth be told. Or that big of Thanksgivings to be having. You know what I mean? So, poor baby.
I have time for one more, actually. We'll keep it short this week.
All right, yeah. So we can go eat cranberry sauce and
Oh, wow. This is rude. Okay. Am I the for sending my brother a bill after our Thanksgiving meal?
Probably not, but let's hear it.
Depends on what it is. The evening before Thanksgiving, my siblings, older sister and younger brother, all in our 20s, decided to put on a last-minute Thanksgiving with just the three of us. My brother offered to bring the turkey since he got one free from work, and my sister and I said we'd throw some sides together. We were all laughing about it, how it was going to be a show since none of us had ever made a big meal before. My sister and I picked up groceries for the sides we normally have. Mashed potatoes, gravy, green bean casserole, sweet potatoes, buns, and wine and beer. My brother said he'd come over at noon. When he got there with the turkey, we were still cooking. As predicted, we underestimated how long we needed and we were fumbling with timing. He was clearly put out and grumbled about how he said he was going to be there at noon. He grabbed a drink and sat on the couch watching TV while my sister and I continued to cook. No offer to help. The sides all finished at 3 different times, and my brother got increasingly irritated. We ended up with the full meal around 2 p.m., but we'd been tasting things as they finished. We joked the meal was coming out in courses. By the end, we were proud, and the sides turned out great.
Okay.
Now, my brother is a picky eater, but we made the food we always have at our family Thanksgiving. He didn't like that we put rosemary in the mashed potatoes, so he avoided those. He seemed skeptical of the other sides and picked at them. His meal was mostly turkey and gravy. The next day, my sister and I put our receipts together to split evenly. Again, my brother got the turkey free from work, and our mom gave him all the seasoning and ingredients when he told her he was making it. So his only contribution was cooking it. My sister and I got a call from our mom shaming us because my brother complained we unexpectedly sent him a bill, and he wasn't consulted on the sides and didn't even like the food. She said she'd never think to charge people she invited over for Thanksgiving. We're all early in our careers making similar incomes. We planned this together, and even though my sister offered her apartment, I never would have assumed she was treating us to an entire Thanksgiving. He failed to mention he drank most of the alcohol we bought. I thought we were on the same page, and honestly, I thought the meal exceeded expectations. Edit. My sister didn't invite us over as a host. When we were discussing getting together, we agreed she had the best space, no roommates in a bigger kitchen. I could see how my brother framed it as her hosting, but it never occurred to me to stick her with all the costs, and I can't believe he would either. To be fair, we did not discuss splitting the costs ahead of time. You gotta tell.
If you didn't communicate it, yeah. If you didn't communicate, listen. When it comes to Thanksgivings or dinner or things like that, potlucks, if you will, yuck. Generally, the contribution is what you bring, right? Are there usually some trifling people who are like, I'll bring ice or paper plates? Yeah. But, you know, when we're doing like bringing dishes type of situation, I've never been in a situation where we all pulled our grocery bills and then split that. The contribution was what you brought. However you obtained that, whether you got the turkey for free or whatever the case is, that's what you brought. So no, I don't expect to be sent a bill after I go to a dinner party if that is not previously discussed. There's also times we've thrown girlfriends' birthdays and it's like, okay, I'm probably going to cook the majority of the things, but it's a few of us throwing it. So they'll throw me some money, or they'll say, we'll get all the champagne, or we'll get you know what I mean? Like, but never just like, hey, here's my receipts. Like, we're for the expenses.
Yeah, that's so corporate. Like, I assume all people on Reddit are white, so I just assume these are like white activities.
It's the same thing.
Because I was like, white people are so cutthroat about Thanksgiving. Jeez,
I know.
Please.
We're sending receipts out, and I also understand. Now I understand saying, hey, I don't really have it like that.
I agree, but you gotta let me know before the vote.
Yeah, right. You don't surprise me at tribal council.
Don't surprise me at tribal council. I'll be with you if you let me in on the vote.
And they didn't even surprise him at tribal council. They like waited until they got back to the camp and did another challenge.
Explain why we they eliminated his allies. Number one.
No, you can't do that. So no, the sisters are the. And the mother is also the.
Yeah, because, everybody's a little bit of because brother was annoyed because he was like, it was only 2:00. He got there at noon, so he only had to wait 2 hours.
I'm like 2. When you said 2 p.m., I was like, he'd hate to come to my house. We're eating dinner at 7. Like, you would be very upset, and I probably told 4:30. Although this year is my year. I have a game plan.
Okay, what is the game plan?
Oh, I'm just gonna prep earlier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it in dose. I already started stock cooking today, and
yeah, I'm going to a market and buying that. I don't have time.
I understand, and I'm not. There's no shame about that. I got the turkey, so I gotta defrost that, and then I'll brine it, and I'll make the pie crust tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like I'll do the things ahead of time. Yeah, everybody here is a little bit of the. I'm not mad at rosemary and mashed potatoes, but completely unnecessary. If you all,
I agree.
They're just.
It's just
y'all got gravy,
warm cream, cold butter. That's all you need.
If you want
maybe creme fraiche.
Sure.
I put creme fraiche.
If you want to put an herb, you can throw some parsley in there, or some thyme.
A chive, even.
More than anything, a chive. More than anything. But I don't really want. We already have gravy. We have turkey. I don't need rosemary in the mashed potato. Did you see Jessica Rose pull that rope of rosemary out of her iced coffee? When you were talking about LA last week, that's what I thought about. I was like, she had pulled this Christmas tree out of her coffee. She was like, I hate LA. I hate it. And I'm like, I'll try a unique flavor of something, but also don't put no giant of rosemary in my coffee.
No, absolutely not.
We gotta have her back. We haven't had her in some years.
Yeah, we'll have her back on.
Yeah.
But that was today's episode.
Yes, we have other things to do. If you want to partake in those things, join the Patreon. Okay, This holiday season, we watched The Temptations. So
we're low-key doing like the things we said we were going to watch for years that we're finally getting around to them.
Yeah. Nicki Minaj.
I swear, if you say her names 3 times, she'll show up in a mirror.
I hope. You know what? I should. I should have done that all these years.
It's like Bloody Mary.
That's what I want. I'll let you know what happens when I go in the bathroom later, because again, it's Festivus, and I'm ready to air out my grievances.
So I was getting ready to watch on Friday. I was waiting for SmackDown to come on. So right before it, Cocaine Bear was on USA.
Doing what?
No, like the movie was on.
Oh, the actual. I thought you meant Jocelyn Hernandez.
No, but I immediately thought about her and the Minaj lady when like the bear came out. I was like, oh my gosh! And then I have to actually physically watch this movie again because it is completely ridiculous. They have Felicity like shooting.
Wait, Felicity?
What's her real name? Carrie Russell.
She's in it?
Yes. We might have to watch it as like content because it is completely and utterly. It's almost up there with Sharknado ridiculousness.
It's called Cocaine Bear. It's in the title.
Yeah.
So,
and like,
let me look at, hold on.
The scene that I saw though was like the mother was trying to get her cubs because nature is, but they were like on a cliff. But then to distract the cubs, they threw a brick of cocaine.
Why is Mitch in this? Mitch is in this. Ray Liotta is in this, and Mitch from Modern Family. Okay, I need to look at the premise. Hold on.
It's about cocaine addicted bears.
In 1985, drug smuggler Andrew C. Thornton drops a shipment of cocaine from his plane. He attempts to parachute out with a drug-filled duffel bag, but knocks himself unconscious on the doorframe and falls to his death. His body lands in Knoxville, Tennessee, where he is identified by Bob, a local detective. He concludes that the cocaine is likely from St. Louis drug kingpin Sid White, and the remainder is missing. Blah, 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 blah. Chattahoochee National Forest. An American black bear eats some of the cocaine, becoming highly aggressive. It attacks hikers. Elsa and Olaf. Okay.
They gave the bear like red eyes and shit. Like, I don't think just because it's addicted to like.
On the trail to the fall, they find a lost brick of cocaine and ingest some before being attacked by the bear. What the is this? This is. Why was this greenlit? There's so many good ideas out there.
Yeah.
Like, why? Yeah. Why?
Like, and people paid zillions of dollars to get this made.
Ray Liotta said, "Sign me up." He read this script. It said, "I have."
That's how he knew he was gonna die because he was like, you know what? It.
And see, white people lost their shit when Kerry Russell cut her hair.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe they were onto something. Maybe she lost some of her good senses. Where was she before this? I haven't heard anything about her since Felicity.
No, she was on Homeland, the one that's not with Claire Danes.
Does she have long hair or short hair now?
I don't know what she has on now. She's in The Diplomat with on Netflix.
Oh, I forgot she was in Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. Mm-hmm. No, not
Black. So we're reading Reddit stories again today. Last time we did Reddit stories, we did I Hate My Kids. Mm-hmm. And for whatever reason, was a hit. It was sad and dark.
Which maybe they are not the softer side of Sears. Some of you slithered out and let us know how much you loved that fucking episode.
Yeah, y'all are Wet Seal or you know, Spencer's.
Yeah.
So these are all Christmas themed, and I don't know where they're gonna take us. Okay, so let us begin. This was posted in Today I Fucked Up. Today I fucked up by giving my daughter a potato for a Christmas present.
I already have questions.
Right.
Yeah. How old is this child?
So obligatory. This happened a while ago. When my daughter was 6, she was obsessed with the TV show Little House on the Prairie, which delighted my wife and me, who loved the show when we were kids. In the pilot episode, the family was so poor that each of the girls got a new cup, a shiny new penny, and a potato as a gift for Christmas. My daughter couldn't stop talking about it. Now, my family is really big into taking practical jokes too far. There was the feral daughter kept in a cage prank of 2010, and the bloody leprechaun joke of 2013. But this one really backfired on us. After she went to bed on Christmas Eve, we hid all her real presents behind the couch and left one package in the middle of the floor. When she came down, she seemed surprised that there was only one gift, but carefully unwrapped it to reveal, you guessed it, a shiny tin cup, a brand new penny, and a potato. Attached was a note from Santa. Molly, I heard how much you love the Little House show. Here's hoping you have a very prairie Christmas. Love, Santa. She grabbed the potato and started to cry. Uh-oh. I really screwed up this time. However, it wasn't because she was upset. But because she was so happy, even when we revealed her other gifts, she only wanted to be with her potato. She drew a face on it and carried it around with her everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But it started to go bad.
It died. Yeah.
First, it turned green and started to sprout eyelets. Eventually, we had a very traumatic experience where the potato disappeared in the night. She's 17 now and still talks wistfully about the potato every Christmas.
Oh.
Wholesome Christmas stories. You know, not everything needs to be outlaw.
No, not everything. Not everything. I thought you were gonna say she opened the package and was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Have you ever gotten a Christmas gift that you hated, or like, and how did you respond?
See, my parents listened to me, so I only got the things I asked for.
Yeah, and my father's anti-capitalism, so it's never been about just the gifts.
Yeah. Fair
what
enough.
about you?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Maybe pennies. Maybe pennies were the worst gift I got.
I've gotten like books and shit that I didn't even like. I got a Bible once.
I actually just
16-year-old.
Go ahead.
Don't gift a 16-year-old Bible. I'm too late. You know what I mean? Or maybe too early. It depends. But yeah,
when I was a kid, I used to hate getting clothes for Christmas. But I was a kid, like, you want toys and games. But aside from that, no.
I used to also hate. My mother was very big on like stocking stuffers and things, so I used to get a lot like snacks and things.
Okay.
And I'd always be like, well, it all ends up like, you know how like when Halloween all comes together, it all tastes like the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Christmas is worse because it all tastes like the same thing, and all that same thing tastes like glitter, or what you think glitter tastes like, and it's just like, yeah, all right.
My father was also big on like acting like he wasn't gonna get you something and then surprising you in a really weird way, like Lion King. When Lion King came out on VHS, we were, please go to the store, buy it, come home, please bring the Lion King. He didn't. He said I couldn't find the Lion King. It was sold out, and then he had it tucked into his drawers as he walked out of the room. So it was a lot of that. But like, nobody worry. It's
okay.
Okay. So like,
nobody worry. That, I guess I need to give some context.
I have a question.
Shall I do the next
about Little
one?
Miss Potato?
Yeah.
Now, you said she was 6 when
Please.
she got the potato, right? And at the end, it said she was 17 and she still has the potato.
She still talks about it. She still thinks fondly of her potatoes.
See, I'm concerned because I feel like that's how you end up on My Strange Addiction. I saw a documentary once about people who have intimate relationships with inanimate objects. It's fucking wild. She's going to be one of them. Like, you can't trust her around a bag of potatoes. And the thing is, she's going to keep it to herself because she probably has enough self-awareness to realize this is weird. But one day she's going to lose control and you're going to have to take those potatoes away from her.
Oh my God. I did see one episode of My Strange Addiction, and this guy was definitely in a relationship with his Corvette.
I saw that one.
Yes. And I also feel like, if more inanimates had sexual holes, I feel like a lot of men would be in relations with those as opposed to real people,
Well, in the documentary I referenced, they don't need holes. They will date anything. This one woman was in a relationship with the Eiffel Tower. There was another girl. She was like dating some abandoned roller coaster at some. It was weird. It was weird. Yeah.
Imagine you like, oh, who you dating? My nigga's the king cock. Like,
the biggest in the world.
Yeah.
Everybody can't ride this one.
King Dakar.
It's a small world after all.
Oh, I'm concerned.
That's interesting.
Freaky eaters. My wife downs a ton of potatoes.
Because, like those people who eat like cornstarch and stuff and baby powder.
Yeah.
Like this one girl I went to college with, like she ate baby powder down.
That's a deficiency.
It's something.
No, nigga, no, she was deficient. There is a condition. Yeah, there's a condition. That's why Tristan had a coworker who used to eat cornstarch.
Yeah. Yeah, I know people who eat cornstarch, and I'm just like, oh boy.
Hold on. There's a reason. Hold on. Why do people eat cornstarch? Also, people obsessed with potatoes are called spud enthusiasts.
I just imagine the baby powder caking up at the roof of your mouth and
yeah, and
that. It is a nutrient deficiency.
Yeah.
A medical condition called pica.
Oh yes,
pica. Yep. It's a zinc or iron deficiency is generally the cause.
It's not Pikachu, but Pika. Yes.
Yeah, you little lawless assholes. Okay, I'm ready for the next one.
Yeah,
I am.
All right.
I am.
This one is Am I the asshole? Am I the asshole for confronting a waiter after he disregarded my religious beliefs?
Probably.
I will preface this by saying I am not a confrontational person by nature, and I try to be as welcoming and understanding of others, so I would like to ask that same in return. I am a Christian because it is my truth. I respect that not everyone is Christian, as that is the nature of free will, but just as you hold your beliefs close to your heart, this happens to be mine. You do not need to agree with my religious beliefs, but this is important in understanding where I am coming from. All right, get to it. You're insufferable and probably have a cross in your bio. I just had what was otherwise a perfectly lovely Christmas Eve brunch with my husband and my daughter. But it has since been spoiled by an argument spurned by a waiter's remarks and behavior. When we arrived at the restaurant, I made it clear to the hostess that we were celebrating Christmas Eve. All right. The hostess was very nice and even relayed her Christmas plans with us. The restaurant was understandably busy, but she was very conversational and well-mannered and helped make us feel at ease. This gave me what I now know was a false impression that everyone working there would be just as kind and welcoming. When we were finally shown our seats, our waiter introduced himself, and I in turn reiterated that we were celebrating Christmas Eve, and that was the primary reason for the brunch. You're insufferable. Instead of any reaction at all from the waiter, he says, okay, with a smile, and begins to list the specials they are serving. This was the first red flag, and a complete 180 to the hostess, who at least acknowledged the specialness of today, and that it is not like any other day. One of the specials he even listed had Christmas in the name, which was ironic. Our meals were lovely, and I was willing to overlook the lack of warmth the waiter had to the announcement of our celebration on what is, to me, a holy day. As we asked to pay the bill at the table, my husband was operating the credit card machine, and I decided to strike up a conversation with the waiter. I elaborated on our Christmas Eve plans and our family tradition of staying up until midnight and opening one gift as the clock strikes 12. He smiled and chuckled, but offered no elaboration on his part. Even if he didn't celebrate, he seemed totally incapable of even acknowledging how important this day was to millions of people. I gave a shocked look with my eyes to my daughter as a form of silent communication of, whoa, what's this guy's issue? My husband gave back the credit card machine, and as the waiter handed us our receipt, he said, "Happy holidays." I was so peeved by this that I piped up and said again we were celebrating Christmas, in case he forgot, not just any holiday, and then left in a huff. My daughter thinks I'm overreacting, but my husband agrees wholeheartedly that the waiter was rude. I can understand if you don't know someone's religion to say happy holidays, but if he knows we are Christian, why treat us this way? Am I really the A here?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. You're a fucking douche monkey. And a Karen. Yeah. And your husband voted for Trump, and you have no spine, and you hate women. And you hate everything, and yourself, and your daughter. You don't respect the service industry.
You hate gays.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because when people say happy holidays, it doesn't always mean like they're anti-religion. There's a bunch of holidays. There's Christmas and New Year's. If I don't see your white ass, by New Year's, I'm wishing you a happy one.
Also, this nigga did his job. His job is not to appease your shit. No. I hope bad things happen to you for the rest of your Christmas Eve, the next day, and going into the whole new year.
That took me back to my retail days. I'll never forget working as a cashier at Marshall's over the holidays. And of course, like it was company policy, we had to say happy holidays, being politically correct and whatnot. And there was always just, every day about 5 customers who say happy holidays. They respond with Merry Christmas, but there's that sharpness to it. Like they want you to know Merry Christmas. Like it's almost threatening. And I'm like, wait a minute, miss. Yeah. This is not a Family Guy episode. I'm just here to get my little check and then send you on home.
Right.
I'm not taking
Bitch,
it that
I am
serious.
a seasonal employee.
Yeah.
Oh, they get so mad about that. I'm about to just respond back all the time with Happy Kwanzaa or Happy Festivus. Like that is it. You don't get it. You're not getting a Merry Christmas from me. I don't care. Yeah, she's the asshole. I wish terrible things on her.
Absolutely. Let's take a break.
Yeah.
And we'll be back with more JXD with Tariq. Hit it, Claude.
All right.
And we're black. Happy holidays, everybody. We're we're covering Reddit stories, holiday Reddit stories. Are you ready for the next one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. My partner, who's 30-year-old man, and I, 27-year-old woman, invited family friends, 40-year-old woman, 55-year-old man, and a 7-month-old baby. But they've already outstayed their welcome within 24 hours.
Oh.
So, a bit of a backstory to start. My partner and I stayed with these friends for a couple of days before, and they've been lovely, inviting us into their home. When we visited them, we went out and explored the city during the day and pretty much fended for ourselves. We're very clean, take care of dishes, and overall we're pretty quiet and respectful of others' homes. Here's where it starts. Our friends asked what we were doing for Christmas, and we didn't have any plans, so we gave them the dates they could possibly come visit us. This is where we should have clarified that they could stay 3 to 4 days and not the entire length of the time that they were available. My partner and I still wanted a relaxing winter break before we had to resume work. Yeah. We asked several times what their plans were or if they knew the dates. They told us the day before they arrived they would be there tomorrow with no end date in sight. We now have an end date, but they are staying for a total of 8 days with a 7-month-old baby. We thought, whoa, way more than we offered, but okay, we can do this. We also just moved into our apartment 3 weeks ago, and nothing is baby proof. We let them know this. We have tile floors, glass table, and yet they were upset when we didn't have a bucket to clean up her diapers, no baby aspirin, and no high chair. Mind you, we don't have kids. It's only been 24 hours, and here are the grievances we have. Piss all over the side of the toilet and floor. Blew up the toilet and didn't clean up the poop skids.
Oh.
There is a toilet brush and cleaner on the side of the toilet where said piss was. Blasting the TV after we tried to go to sleep. We paid for all of the food to cook for Christmas meals. We moved some of our furniture and completely rearranged our fridge. Tracked dirt all over the apartment with the stroller.
Oh no.
And overall messy, and literally their stuff is all over the apartment. They fight a lot with each other. We witnessed this in their home, just verbal bickering, but a lot. So I shouldn't be surprised they're doing it in our place, but I am. Basically, we want to know what's the best way to resolve this so we can have a nice winter break before we get back to work without causing too much friction, but also letting the couple know that there's been a violation of expectations.
First of all, this 55-year-old man got a 7-month-old baby.
Yeah, and he can't aim. He doesn't know how to. He doesn't know how to pee standing up.
See, they're old enough to know better. I'm not walking on eggshells in my own house.
No, and you're older than me.
Yeah, I'm also just not. I just don't have the audacity to stay with somebody for 8 days.
I don't want to stay with somebody for 3 days. I don't want to stay with somebody for 2 days.
Yeah.
I prefer not. 8 days is crazy.
With a new baby?
With a baby?
You're 55 with a 7-month-old baby.
Mm-hmm.
Are there like no older
Mm-hmm.
siblings that could have at least watched the kid? Or maybe they
Right.
don't fuck with you because that sound like assholes.
Yeah,
I'm
y'all sound
curious
ridiculous.
about the friend dynamic, if I'm being honest.
Because why would you tell your friends the day of, oh, we're staying 8 days? Like, no, we asked you ahead of time how many days you stay in, nigga. Like, you need to let us know. You just don't pop up
Also,
and be like, we're staying a whole week. Yay.
I can't imagine being 55 with
Baby.
with a baby or a 27-year-old friend.
Yeah.
Like, I just
Yeah.
there's so many things
How
here.
did y'all meet?
Arrested Development. They're all bartenders. Everybody's in the
I've
service
told you.
industry.
Let's say there's somebody. I had a good friend, Julia. She was definitely 20 years older than me, but we had a time. Probably
You're 20
30
years older
me.
than you.
I know, but
So-
still, we had a time.
Who's the oldest friend I've had? I mean, I've had older friends. It's not saying you can't have older friends. I just I just can't imagine calling up my 27-year-old coworker now or friend and saying, "Can I stay at your house with no end in sight with my 7-month-old baby that I had at 54?"
Yeah, I don't. But you know, men folk be having babies at any age. Remember, like remember what Mister from the Odd Couple who had a baby at like 90?
No, you're not wrong. Tristan has a 16-year-old brother, so.
You know who I immediately thought of? Odell Beckham's daddy. I think he got like a fresh baby too, or like a really, really young kid. But he got a whole bunch of kids.
Hold on.
Also,
How
I feel like Odell
old?
Beckham looks like he has young parents. If that makes sense.
I think
Yes.
his mom. Well, no, his mom and dad went to college together. But I do know like none of his siblings got the same mother. So
His daddy was a whore.
Odell Beckham Sr.
Odell Beckham Sr.'s youngest child, her name is Summer, was born in 2018.
And how old is he?
Let's see. How old is Odell Beckham Sr.? 54.
54 with a 6-year-old.
Still younger than
That's
these
crazy.
niggas here.
That's crazy.
And Odell Beckham's son, Zin, was born on my parents' anniversary, February 17th.
Odell Beckham
2022.
Jr. has a kid.
He has a Caucasian baby.
4 years younger than his father's youngest child.
Work.
So that would be like his uncle. Well, his aunt. Senior's child would be
Yes.
Beckham's child's aunt.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
And Odell and Junior's son's name is Zidane. Is ZYDN.
Zydeco.
I won't. Zydeco. That's what it is.
Zydeco.
Okay. That's what it is. You all ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see here. Let me make this big. Oh, how do I do that? Oh, hold on. I'm sorry.
Highlight and do command and plus sign.
Show fonts. 14. 18. Boom. Okay. All right. Am I the asshole for regifting my boyfriend's Christmas present to my sister?
Yes.
I need to hear the details.
Right. I, a 23-year-old female lady, love my boyfriend, a 24-year-old male man, and have been dating him for about 2 years. He has always been really supportive and our relationship is great, so when it came time for Christmas, I wanted to get him something really special. He has been complaining about his laptop for a while and has expressed a desire to upgrade to a newer model. I decided I wanted to get him the best laptop I could, so for the weeks leading up to Christmas, when he'd complain about his laptop, I'd take these opportunities to casually ask him which laptop he liked, what he wanted in a new laptop, and so forth. The main problem he had with his laptop was the speed, so I thought it would be fitting to get him the same model that he had, a MacBook Pro, just the latest version. Now, I'm not a tech person. I don't know the first thing about RAM, SSD, etc. This is me. I just assumed a $1,300 laptop will be more than enough for his needs. So I bought the laptop without doing any more research on it. Christmas Day came and I gave my boyfriend the laptop. He was so excited until he saw the specs. When he saw that the laptop had 8 gigs of RAM, he was really, really disappointed because he couldn't get his work done on such a slow machine. He was adamant that he needed something with more RAM. This turned into a full-blown argument. I tried to explain to him that I had done my best and spent a lot of money on the laptop, so he should appreciate it, but he wasn't having it. He said he would rather return the laptop and get the one he wanted. At this point, I was really hurt and upset. I'd gone out of my way to get him a really nice present, and I felt like he didn't appreciate it at all. Yes, I could return it and get him the one he wanted, but I'd already spent a lot of money. The fact that he wasn't even willing to give it a chance made me really frustrated. So long story short, I decided to re-gift the laptop to my sister, a 19-year-old female girl. She's a college student, and I know she could really use a laptop like this. I know it may sound selfish, but I didn't think it was fair that he didn't appreciate my gift, and I wanted to make sure the laptop went to someone that would actually appreciate it. My boyfriend is, to put it bluntly, pissed. He does not understand why I wouldn't just return it and get him the one he wanted, and cannot believe I would do something so selfish when I know how much he needs a new laptop. I feel kind of bad, but at the same time, this wasn't cheap for me, and a little appreciation would have been nice. Am I the asshole?
A little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit. Was your nigga ungrateful? Yes. Were you unreasonable with just, taking it back to getting something that he wants? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, I understand, like, nobody knows all the texts and ins and outs and stuff, right?
Oh, shit.
But it's also like, you could ask somebody, you could have, I'm sure he's left hints. I'm sure you could have been like, the day of, come with me,
That's a good one.
But his response was poor.
It was.
And her response was just as poor by giving it to her sister and be like, look, I'm giving it to my sister, neener, neener, neener. You know what I mean? Like, a little childish.
I like to think of myself as like a pragmatic person. And sometimes I can tend to disregard the emotional layers of certain things. I don't see what the big deal in just exchanging the laptop would have been. Like, yeah, he could have been nicer in his delivery, but I don't see how this turned into, oh, well, now it's my sister's computer. I don't know. I've been dating for 2 years. I would think that you have like a better rapport than that,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You retain information very well. This lady said she doesn't know shit about computers. I don't know shit about computers. So if you get a nigga a computer who knows shit about computers, and when I say nigga, that is gender non-specific. And a person is telling you why they need a new something, if you're getting them something because they need that something, then you should get what they need. Or just don't get it at all. You can't just be like, well, take what I give you. Shit. You know what I mean? Especially if it's ineffective for what I need it for. Like, that's counterproductive to everything. So yeah, you are the asshole.
And you think you do a little more research before spending $1,300 on a new MacBook.
That's not what I'm saying. That's a lot of money. You already said you don't really got it like that. So you want to make sure your damnedest that you are, doing your big one.
Should have gave him $1,000 and said, this is toward a new computer.
I don't know about giving a man money like that, but yeah,
or like an Apple gift card.
This bitch chose, yeah,
like that, yeah.
This bitch chose this gift, so I'm talking in context of this. I'm not giving no nigga no money. Please,
I am not your trick.
Tristan is the first nigga I've ever given a gift in my life. In my life. All right. What we got next?
Well, it's time for a break.
Oh, yeah. We got to take a break.
And we'll be back with more Reddit stories with Tariq. Hit it, Claude. I
want to hear Tariq's retail stories.
Oh.
Yes, hit it, Claude.
Let's hit it, Claude. And we're back. Tariq is here. We're reading Reddit stories and having a good cup of nog. Do you drink eggnog?
Oh, it's actually frozen.
Oh, yeah, he froze. There you go. You're back.
Do you drink eggnog, Tariq?
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of it. I actually prefer coquito. Yeah.
Okay. But, okay, that's fair.
I'm not opposed to the nog.
That's fair.
I like both.
Same.
They're not the same.
Yeah. They are not.
They are not the same.
Same like with cremas is also different from coquito. It's very different from nog.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, they're not the same. Just in case you all thought they were. Coquito is not the non-dairy version of eggnog.
Yeah. No, not at all.
My mom, one of her good friends, is Puerto Rican, so she actually uses her friend's coquito recipe. She makes it pretty good, so we have that every year.
Does she? She has a good recipe, huh?
Oh, do you have a recipe, Jay?
Yes, but I would like her recipe. I want to.
I can save you some next time. Don't worry.
Yes, please. I would love that.
So, well, Tariq, tell us about your retail stories.
We could be here for days. Just off the top of my head.
That's fine.
One thing I can say, I learned so many customer service hacks because I had to deal with so many white women just completely skirting the rules. You know, they ask for something, I say no because the rules say such and such. Then they ask for a manager, and the manager just completely disregards whatever I said, and they get what they want. And now that's why I know I can just dispute all my overdraft fees with the bank because I put on my good Karen voice. I can always get a discount. They will discount stuff if you ask hard enough. Look, miss, this water bottle, I don't like this crease in that bottle. Can we put something off of that? And you'll get it. And I learned that from those Karens. So yeah, I had a lady ask for a discount because the red sweater was too. Her exact words, the red was too energetic, is what she said, and it was overstimulating her. And she asked for a discount. She did not get it, but she had the nerve to even ask for it, and that just. It opened my eyes.
This was at Marshall's?
I worked at the Marshalls on 6th Avenue between 18th and 19th. That was the flagship store.
Oh, God.
So, yeah, we got like some very interesting clientele.
You was in the
yeah.
He was. Yeah. Not only were you amongst the insufferable whites, you probably they probably had all kinds of what's the shit, shoplifting, and all kinds of. That's a very
the bottom of those strollers. They would load them strollers up and just roll them right out.
Yeah, and you know, white people love to steal. They are criminals, the biggest ones.
Let me tell you something. Those Russians from Bensonhurst would come in, switching tickets on stuff, doing bad returns. Listen, I've seen it all. Okay.
I'd roll right up and be like, I won't tell if you give me a dry pedicure, bitch. But anyway.
You ready for the next story?
Oh, yeah, it's your turn.
We have two more, actually. This is the second to last one.
You think about your next retail story.
Okay.
Too energetic.
Am I the asshole for ruining Christmas for my kids growing up? Maybe. It depends what you did, you know. So, this happened last year, but it was recently brought up again. My son is still kind of annoyed about it, so my daughter suggested I post here. I, 53-year-old man, have never enjoyed Christmas. I never enjoyed the decorating or the shopping or any of that. My wife has always loved it. When we had kids, who I will call Mark, 25, and Emily, 23. I told my wife I didn't want to be involved in anything Christmas related or wanted anything overly done in the house. I admit that sometimes I would complain the house was overly decorated and took things down or wouldn't let them do certain things. My wife and I had more than one fight about it. My wife passed on 3 years ago now. Last year I was with Mark and his now wife, who I'll call Amy. Amy really decked the whole house out. I made a comment that I thought was funny that it looked like Christmas exploded in their house. Amy laughed and said she loved Christmas and enjoyed decorating for it. I told her that I thought that this was a waste of time, honestly, and the money spent on decorations could be spent on much better things. I asked Mark how he felt about that, considering we always put our money towards other things and didn't do things like that. I expected him to laugh, but he didn't. Instead, he told me he would have loved to do things like this growing up, but I never let them. Even though my wife tried to do fun Christmas related things with them, I almost always found a way to ruin it for them. He said he got it. I hated Christmas. That was my right, but it was awful that I tried to make them hate Christmas too. I said I never tried to make them hate Christmas, but he argued that I was a Scrooge. And any time they did anything remotely fun or festive, I found a way to ruin it. My wife baked tons of cookies and treats. I didn't even let them have any. I just took them all to work. My wife wanted to take them ice skating. I made sure to find a reason they couldn't go. My wife wanted to take them to the Christmas parade our town had every year. I made sure to make plans on that day so they couldn't go. He said that he and Emily loved Christmas and really enjoyed now being able to do everything they wanted to do as kids, but I wouldn't let them. I felt really attacked at this point and said that if he was so miserable, why didn't he ever say anything? He pointed out he's had repeatedly and that I just didn't care. I only cared about my view and that I wasn't willing to allow them to celebrate because I didn't want to and that I was selfish. I was pretty upset and told him I wouldn't talk to him until I got an apology for how rudely he spoke to me. He won't apologize and our relationship has suffered because of it. I really don't think I did anything terrible here, but my daughter has agreed that I did make it hard to enjoy the holidays because of my attitude and suggested I post it here. Am I the asshole for not wanting to celebrate Christmas?
Yes.
You're an asshole for being a horrible father.
Yeah, you're not an asshole for not wanting to celebrate. You're an asshole for not letting anybody else.
Like, that is abusive behavior. You just was like, just a whole Grinch. Just, I'm snatching niggas' Christmas away.
I was like, this nigga's heart is 7 sizes too small. Like, fuck 3. Yeah. I think the Grinch liked Christmas more than this motherfucking
Yeah, he wasn't that evil now. He was like, well, damn it. Like, I'll take
like,
the
you
Christmas
intentionally went out of your way to make sure that you snatched your kids out of fucking activities and took joy out of the home. You're going to die alone on Christmas, covered in decorations, as your karma for what you did to two. They are on brown leather couches, the both of them, right now for the rest of their days, and their kids are gonna throw up fucking Christmas because you were a monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because at one point I'm like, do you not like Christmas or do you just not like your family? Because this is way deeper than the holidays. Something happened.
He doesn't like himself. He doesn't like something happened, right? There's a trauma around Chris. I don't know if it's homicide for the holidays. I don't know what happened with this nigga, but something happened. I don't know if somebody's dog got shot on Christmas when he was a young Timmy. I just know that there has to be a reason
December
for this.
25th. Is the scum between his toes.
Okay.
You know.
Love Elf Alpha. Okay. Y'all ready for the Tyreek? Actually, I think we should pause for another one of Tyreek's retail tales. In honor of
I'm thinking, what should we
holidays.
do? All the employees were sleeping with each other.
Oh, that's how I ended up married.
Hey, it works. I've seen a lot of relationships form and fall apart in that store. I don't want to get too specific because some of them still follow me. We'll just keep it to the customers. I remember we had like a delivery service. So like if you didn't want to carry your stuff around, we could have it shipped to your home or hotel or whatever. So there was this one lady, she like went nuts in the home department because like we had like real furniture in there. So she had like a whole bunch of stuff. And when you do a delivery, we have to like pack it up a certain way. There's paperwork involved and there's a delivery fee. So she like comes up with like, there was like a dresser, there was some chairs, some figurines, just like a whole bunch of crazy ass stuff. It took like a good 30 to 40 minutes to get her stuff packed up. And then when she realized that there was a delivery fee, she just canceled all of it and walked out. And then from that day forward, I stopped telling customers that we deliver. So,
yeah, you're not doing. Wait, so she was willing to like blow the bag.
But when she saw that $34.99 delivery fee, that was it. Mind you, it's same day delivery. So
white people are so
And you'd be shocked at the stuff people cheap out on versus like what they will spend their money on. It's so crazy.
I'm actually not surprised because
they don't tip. They don't
know where I live, and I know exactly where this lady lives. I know there are like 5 to 6 neighborhoods that she could possibly reside in. Okay.
Final Reddit story.
Okay. I hope nobody ever delivers anything to her ever again in life.
This was years ago. I'm sure she's gotten her karma.
I hope.
It's not done. It's not done. We're wishing more. Okay. Last Reddit story. Am I the asshole for calling my children's mother bitter and selfish after she refused to let me have 2 of our children on Christmas? My ex-wife and I got divorced months ago. We share custody of our 4 children, 8 months, 6 years old, 4 months, and 2 years old. Wait, what?
Yeah, repeat that.
What the Oh, I'm sorry. I read that all the way wrong. An 8-year-old boy child, a 4-year-old boy child, a 6-year-old girl child, and a 2-year-old girl child. This is our first Christmas being separated. We'd usually spend the holidays with my side of the family. We checked the schedule, and she's supposed to have the kids during Christmas. All 4 of them, which I thought was unfair to me and my family, especially my mother, since she can't enjoy the holidays without her grandchildren. I called their mom and suggested that she let me have 2 of our children spend Christmas with me and my family, while she has the other 2. She refused, but I told her it's the best compromise. She said something about not wanting the kids to spend Christmas away from each other, but I explained how miserable me and my family would be this Christmas if none of the kids are around. She said no, and that I needed to prioritize the kids' feelings above mine and my family's, but I told her that this compromise is the best we could come up with. We got into an argument, and she insisted she won't let the kids be separated on Christmas, and that if I have an issue with that, then I need to go to court. I snapped and in a moment of anger told her that no one can tell me when I get to see my kids, called her bitter and selfish, then she hung up. I tried to call her mother, hoping she'd reason with her, but she instead shamed me for being willing to separate the kids from each other just so I could please my family, and said that her daughter is doing what's best for the kids. My mother is devastated over this and thinks that my ex is being deliberately cruel. It still hasn't been figured out yet, and she's rejecting my calls. Am I the asshole?
Absolutely.
Yeah, with certainty.
Like, certain people don't have children to, like, they have them to be accessories or pets or anything. They don't ever want to have children to have full-fledged lives, happy lives, consider them humans with full thoughts and opinions and emotions. You said, let's just split them up like jelly beans for the holidays. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I usually try to stay out of straight people's business, but since it was brought to me, I feel like I don't agree with separating the kids, but to me, I think common sense would be maybe spend half the day with one parent, then the other half with is it
Christmas
between
Eve,
the two
Christmas
of you?
Day.
Nobody came up with that idea at all. Like there's grandparents involved, and nobody thinks, "Hey, just come over this." Nobody, no. It's deeper than them kids. The kids are just the vehicle, if you will. Get some shit up in that
lady
car.
might actually, she might be bitter, and she might be being selfish in your eyes, but it's with just cause.
Hates your dog.
I need to hear both sides of this story.
Yeah, I feel like you are the asshole, and I don't think it's just for this either.
No, because also with Reddit stories, you have to take in consideration how they write them. Because it's like, you making yourself to not be the victim here.
Yeah.
Everybody who writes the Reddit stories, 98% of people who write the Reddit stories are the asshole. The other 2% are people who have been gaslit by somebody and need to validate the fact that they're not crazy. But 98% of these people are absolutely the worst.
They are.
Absolutely. And why would you want to separate your children on Christmas? Why would you want to separate siblings?
Yeah.
Why would you want to do that? Yeah, you're rotten. This was a stream of terrible fathering, is what it was.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. Well, we're going to end it early here because it's the holidays, and we want you to get back to your families and things. But thank you again, Tyreek, for joining us.
I'm always happy to be here.
Tell them where they can find you.
You can find me on TikTok while that's around at TyreakToldYou, on Instagram at TyreakToldYou, on YouTube at TyreakToldYou, and hopefully I'll have a podcast called TyreakToldYou in a few days, weeks. It'll come. But yeah.
Is there anything you want to close out with or leave the people with on this holiday season?
The last time I was here, it was Thanksgiving, and a lot of people were boiling chitlins for Thanksgiving, which shocked the hell out of me. Oh, yeah. So that's why I need to buy this candle to get that chitlin smell out of that house. This is going to eat up all those odors, okay?